Kick your summer off in style with the brand that's reinventing men's basics, Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is so much more than just underwear. Their full collection includes t-shirts, polos, button-ups, shorts, pants, swims, and so much more. With light and breathable fabric technology, Mack Weldon keeps you cool and comfortable all summer. From work to working out, happy hour to playing with your kids, Mack Weldon has men's essentials for whatever your day includes. I love the Mack Weldon socks. They're soft, breathable. I can walk around all summer long. And when I'm sporting those Mack Weldon swimmers, the Vesper Polo, the Maverick Tech Chino shorts, and Radius short, I tell you, I'm comfortable and casual, and I'm looking damn good. Dive into Mack Weldon's swim line with trunk and board short options that are quick to dry and have 4-way stretch fabric. When you're not in the pool, Mack Weldon's new Maverick Tech Chino short and Radius shorts are the perfect additions to your summer wardrobe. Mack Weldon also has a free loyalty program called Weldon Blue with shipping for life. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code PEASANTS for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 892. Almost to episode 900. But that one doesn't matter. Okay, guys? Episode 900 will not matter. It will be episode 911. That will be the milestone episode of the 900s.
That's the big one.
And then the big one that we can't be cute with, we're just going to do episode 1000 as expected. And
As expected.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to get
you do all the episodes, regardless of number, as expected. It's not like you're going to skip 1000.
Well, I think I'm going to be in the planning stages of that one because it'll probably be a big one.
It'll be gigantic.
Yes.
And they're calling it Billy's Dick. That's how big it's going to be.
It's like, how the hell did I spend so many hours of my life adding up these numbers?
Not only did I spend my hours adding up those numbers, I added up the hours to episode 492, and it's actually going to land on Columbus Day.
Columbus Day. Oh, Canadian Thanksgiving, you mean?
Well, that's what we're going to be calling it by then when Canada takes over America after everybody has denounced Columbus, because we're so woke that
after the revolution.
We gave away everything to Canada.
Everyone, please like the stream. Give us a like. YouTube is bad to us. Liking the stream makes it a little less bad to us. And, wow.
We're not going to talk about me getting my stomach waxed?
Did that happen?
You got your stomach waxed.
No, we're going to talk about that.
Stomach waxed.
Did you do a bunch of Steve Carell yelling? Did you yell Kelly Clarkson?
I swear to God, I think I'm the only man who has ever gone for waxing that did not try to turn it into content. Like, the lady even asked, because it's so weird that guys walk in, she was like,
I assume you'll be filming this?
Yeah, she was like, the last guy that was in here, his girlfriend put it on TikTok. Do you want me to film it? And I was like, no, I don't want you to film this. So, it's so infantilizing as it is.
Why did you do it?
We saw from your what was it, sleep study, that you've got kind of a Greek sweater going on, you know?
No, the chest hair's fine. I'm not touching. Look, it's my machismo, my machismo.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was out shirtless in Washington Square Park the other day with my girlfriend, and I realized, like, yeah, my girlfriend has to hang out with like a 38-year-old guy who looks like a hobbit. like just the hairiest fucking guy. And I was like embarrassed for her in a way I'd never been before.
Wow.
So I was
Damn,
like,
I've been embarrassed for your girlfriend for some time now, so I'm glad you came around.
this was worse though. This is worse than it's like my feet are hairy. Like it looks like I have like Sonic the Hedgehog just on my stomach. So I'm not kidding. I went to 4 different waxing places before I found someone who was like, okay, you're not coming off like you're looking to be jerked off. Because the first 3 stores I went to, giant sign outside, waxing. I walk in there, I go, hey, I'm looking to get waxed. And they go, oh, no, we don't do that. Right outside, huge letters, wax. Like in the 1970s,
no,
it's a cover operation.
You're dumb.
Asterios.
It's a code.
Yeah.
And at first, I'm so stupid. I just thought, like, oh, they must think I'm asking for, like, the drug, wax, like weed. Because I was wearing a...
No.
I was wearing an AEW T-shirt. I was wearing, like, a Brody Lee Forever T-shirt.
You know he's dead. You don't need to wear his shirt anymore.
Whoa. I bought the shirt because it supports his family. Second place I go to, it says waxing right out the door. I walk in, they're like, we don't do that. I called my girlfriend. I'm like, what's going on? And she's like,
is waxing fake?
Yeah, I was just like,
it's a work.
What's the matter with it? And she's like, they think that you're asking to get jerked off or for them to pour hot wax on your penis, and then that's what gets you there.
So,
I was like,
how many penis waxings did you have to go through before you got your belly waxed?
No, the third lady, I walk in there. And the guy, he's like, yeah, okay, waxing, sure. I'm like, okay, this guy gets me. He's hairy, I'm hairy, he gets it. I go to the back, and the lady's like, what do you want? And I go, I'm looking to get my stomach waxed. I'm like being very specific. I'm looking for tummy waxing.
I'm looking to get my stomach waxed.
I did not.
Do we understand each other?
There were no air quotes. There
were the hardest air quotes I've ever seen.
Before you knew it, there was a Ukrainian woman taking a dump on your belly.
I think back in the day, Hulk Hogan used to get his stomach waxed but leave his chest.
And waxed being code for sucked by a man.
And so the lady goes, I'm looking to get my stomach waxed. And she goes, eyebrows? And I go, no, stomach. And she goes, no. Eyebrows.
No, I'll tell you.
And I'm like, I didn't come here to be insulted. Like now everyone's calling me a pervert with giant eyebrows. So I finally found a place. I finally found a place called like European Wax Center. And I'm like, you guys get it. European men
Europe understands.
They get it. I walk in there and the lady's like, is this your first time getting waxed? I'm like, how did you know? She starts covering me in baby powder like a big fat middle-aged baby.
And I've been calling you that for some time.
And I'm like, what's with the powder? And she goes, oh, this is to remove any oils or lotions on your skin. And I'm like,
because you're Greek, isn't it? And you're delousing me, right? You're being
delousing me. This is what they did at Ellis Island. You're this is how you give a dog a bath. Like you could just say you're delousing me. She fucking powders me up, starts putting hot wax on me, ripping it off like giant fruit by the foots covered in pubic hair. These fucking things. But at the end of the day, take a look at this stomach.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like a newborn baby. Look at this thing.
Wow. They go all the way down to the pubis below?
Well, that was the most insulting part.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned about the pubis. So I walk in there. I got like my pants like all the way up like Urkel. I'm like, I don't want this lady to think anything. And then towards the end of the waxing, she goes, now, is there any more stomach we should be waxing? And
The extra stomach.
I'm like, you're talking about my gunt, right? You're talking about my gunt, like you're asking if there's any gunt under the pants. Because yes, there is gunt under the pants. And
But that's not your business, is what's the point?
No, look, you can't have half wax, half hairy gun. Half a hairy gun is worse than an entire hairy gun.
Exactly.
It's true.
So I pull out the rest of my stomach, and she's like, there it is. I'm like, God damn it.
Throw it on the table.
I don't want to see your cunt. Please don't show that.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Look, I know it's hard enough for you guys to be monetized as it is.
Right, exactly. Otherwise, I would say show it. Why didn't you tell me this before we went on the air? We could have looked at everything. Did you get the whole package? Did you get like, just north of the member?
Scott.
You got it
if Derek
down there?
Savage was on hard times and had to sell off his things to pay the bills and you somehow got the Cool Cat suit, would you then wrestle as Cool Cat?
If you need to ask, 100%.
Okay.
You should be Uncool Cat, the heel version of Cool Cat.
I could be heel Cool Cat.
What about Cruel Cat?
So how low did the waxing go?
3 fingers above the wing wax.
Okay, wow.
Show
They
on
have
on
a
the private
system.
show.
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the private. Yeah, you guys get paid.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But I got the shoulders done, and I was gonna get my inner thighs done because I have like just a big ring of hair around the.
Because you have a
around
fetish,
the
right?
show.
You want to, because that's a fetish of yours, right? That has to be.
Yeah.
I want to look nicer for my girlfriend.
Your inner thigh.
You're a good boyfriend.
My inner
Asterios.
thighs are like my inner thighs. It just looks like it's like the pubic hair didn't stop. It's like I got pubic hair down to my knees, and I was thinking like if I got my inner thighs waxed, they're like, we'll do 4 fingers from the penis for $36. I was like, that's not bad. But I'm thinking if I get the inner thighs waxed, it'll give the whole thing a nicer presentation. It'll put more focus on the main event.
Yeah.
Your asshole.
Not my asshole.
You gotta get the asshole
Yeah,
wax.
get that done. The entire butt crack from taint all the way to the top of your butt crack.
Are you worried at all that you're like pubic Samson and this
Show
hair
how
was the
Gore
thing that
fights
kept
Trubisky, it's one or
kept
the
your
other
girl
rules
attracted
are
to you?
rules.
Are you worried now that it's gone? You're gonna lose that luster?
Samson.
Show hog or fight Trubisky. It's one of the other rules.
I'll take neither.
Yeah.
Neither. I don't have to choose either.
Yes. Don't let them peer pressure you, Asterios.
I have to show. I'm sorry. Feel free to wrap up the story before I move on to the next thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna wrap up the story
All
with
right,
this.
go ahead.
So I go to the European Waxing Center website, and they have like all these drop-down options. And I did add to the shopping cart. I added stomach, shoulders, butt, and inner thighs. And they were like, well, we can't do that for 2.5 weeks. They're like, that's a whole day thing.
That's a day. That's the whole staff.
Right, exactly. So I took a couple of them out. They're like, nah, we can see you tomorrow. But anyway, they said, we'll see you in 3 weeks. I did not know hair grows back that fast.
Yeah.
So you just have to
It's
do it
ridiculous.
every 3 weeks forever?
And then you're going to get all prickly, which is going to be even worse. You're going to... Yeah. Now you're going to force your girlfriend to make love to a pine cone.
Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to do this for her. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on my wax. That's the wax.
You've made it worse.
We need
It's going to grow back thicker and pricklier.
Yep.
It's going to be a disaster.
It's going to poke through your clothing.
It's going to be sandpaper.
You're going to have to get a job selling euros on the street.
Exactly. Euros?
Euros.
Foreign currency?
Euros.
Oh,
Not
Ben, did you also think EUROS and not GYROS?
I thought he was
I'm
going to
like,
start trading
you can
in
sell
foreign
currency on the street like
Euros.
oranges?
I
All right,
suppose you
so-
uncultured swine refer to them as gyros. Okay.
I'm a gyro
No, it's
man.
euros, not euros.
I said euros.
You said euros, like the
Euros.
currency.
You said euros.
Euros.
Euro.
Billy, you're high on Tylenol. You don't know what you're doing.
Dude.
But I'm gonna play this intro. You know what? Originally, I had political shit in the thumbnail and in the title, and we'll get to it. But I have to show you guys this other video that someone sent to me.
Gotta see it.
All right, I have to play the oddities intro before we see it. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Joe Biden being a bumbling fool was the craziest thing I'd see today.
Uh-oh.
However,
the thing that would make me lose more and more and more faith in humanity, but this, I don't know much about this person. I know she's popular. I think she's part of the FaZe group.
Oh, did she fart?
This girl is like a gamer, like a pro gamer, and she's one of the FaZe people.
That sounds like an oxymoron. Did you say this girl is a pro gamer?
Yeah, that's exactly the type of backlash she's been receiving as,
watch
as of late,
this.
Scott.
Watch this. Watch this.
I present to you my cum sock.
Savage.
I present
Atta
you
girl.
my cum sock. Rock fucking solid, baby.
Yeah.
Rock
She
fucking
bit that?
solid.
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
I'm proud of her.
Oh,
Listen
God.
to that.
It's all crusty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So crusty.
This girl's great.
Mm.
Is that the whole bit?
This is a great bit. This is hysterical.
Bo
That's
is
great.
Yeah. What else does she do with? Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah.
That's also clearly not cum. Like she put it in the freezer.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
where
really
did she?
good bit. It's a good bit.
Where did she get the cum? I didn't give it to her.
From her penis.
Wait.
I don't know. Oh, I have another good one. I don't know when this was from, but I love it.
Call me Tupac, 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 call me Tupac.
Have you seen this?
Oh, that's great.
Is this somebody's grandpa
I
listening
don't
to my
know.
music?
I'll be at your parents' house blaring out my boombox. Got you acting
Oh,
like
you know what? This is actually Anthony Fantano.
It's Anthony Fantano from the future.
He's reviewing my song.
It aged him 40 years just to listen to Billy the Fridge's music.
That's how deep my songs are.
Is he drinking diarrhea?
I hope it's diarrhea and not Metamucil.
Right in there. His lip movement didn't jive with the song.
That is him.
I didn't jive? I didn't jive?
Wow, you didn't jive with the song.
He's accusing you of lip syncing.
He said I was lip syncing. I didn't jive.
Yeah, but he's not singing this now.
He actually Simpsoned you.
I'm about to get a 5 out of 10 from Melon Grandpa.
So he's recorded it earlier, or maybe somebody else did.
Yeah.
And then he's lip syncing on this.
Oh, Milli Vanilli, you
Otherwise
didn't
he got
even do it
sweatband on, 'cause The
yourself.
only way he
Yeah,
would
I
sweat
don't-
when he runs to the table to eat.
Oh! Oh!
Okay, that's enough of him.
This guy,
He's gonna rate
feels like
you.
He feels like he cracked the secret of music videos that they're not performing.
They're
this
live.
song.
Music videos aren't live.
I hope
Wait
this
a
guy's
minute.
still alive and well.
I guess if you like that kind of music, you might rate it higher than I would.
What would you rate out of 10?
I'll say one thing for him, okay? He's better than JJ Icefish.
Oh,
So he does.
Wow.
Is that a compliment?
That's
I
good.
don't know.
That's a person,
That's
probably.
like saying you're better than the "You Deserve an Oscar" guy.
I think you can say that, Ben.
Yeah, you can.
Voice, and he probably could sing something else. I don't. But mostly, see, this is not really singing. It's mostly kind of just talking.
Damn, old people.
It's rap.
Which is,
That's what rap is.
Is that he just learned what rap is? Literally just.
Did he discover
now?
rap today?
He might have. I think he was busy oppressing people back when rap was coming out.
That's fair. He had the fire hose.
He looks like one of my teachers in high school.
You think he's your teacher from high school?
No, I don't think he is. I don't know who this guy is, so I don't want to He looks a lot like a teacher at my high school that got fired.
I don't expect him to like the song.
And went to jail.
But the fact that he said I was better than JJ Icefish tells me he's a man of culture. So I do have to take
Absolutely.
his opinion a little higher than most.
I may give it a 2 or 3.
It's like, oh, I'm so sorry that this music is the music you're used to. Like, vodo-de-o-do.
He gave you a 2 or 3.
Yeah, he gave me a
Sorry,
2
it's
or
not
3.
ragtime.
Oh, I love my tie. No, wait, that's an Odenkirk bit. But yeah.
Electric bra.
Electric sports bra.
I think Fantano might
do the Shabisky shuffle.
The Shabisky shuffle.
I'm the greatest.
Vodo-de-o-do.
This is Gramp Bisky.
The Shabisky shuffle.
He's so used to just the music that they play in the Fallout games, but that's just the music he grew up with.
Yeah, he
There's a
walks
big
into
iron
his
on his
grandson playing Fallout and just starts doing the Charleston. I could do a lounge album and he would love it.
R.I.P. This is a real one.
R.I.P. Yeah, he was a real one. I like his review. I'm not mad at it.
Here's this next video is called Autism Beer Chug Fail.
Reminds me of myself.
Now you're talking.
It's Ollie the Clown. This guy's name is Ollie the Clown.
Greetings.
Or
And I'm
girl.
back
Girl's name is
with
Ollie the
another
Clown. Or whatever they
Ollie the
choose.
Clown. And today, or tonight, I am teaching you all my fellow subjects.
Why did my high school teacher go to jail?
I think context clues have given the answer to that. I don't think we need to get demonetized.
I have my theories.
I'll tell you what. He was a priest too. And this is what he looked like. Just pull up a picture of him right
He
there.
would have given me more than 2 or 3 out of 10.
What's his full name and address?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's Big and Little Pete's dad. He went to jail for that. Not Coach Lubbock from Just the 10 of Us.
That wasn't Coach Lubbock.
No, not at all.
That wasn't Coach Lubbock.
It's the same difference.
It wasn't Coach Lubbock.
They all look the same to you, don't they, Asterios? They all look the same.
I'm teaching you how to make autism noises.
Is this Godzi
We'll call
Kozo?
them DIY autism voices.
DIY autism voices. This is
I don't know
great.
what
I
this
like
is.
that.
Let's get to it.
This is Gazi Kozo.
So, what you do is you get that energy. Gotta get that
Uhuru,
energy.
y'all.
that full-on
Done.
fucking
Gazi
autism
Kozo grew one
raw.
hell of a rack.
Meet me at the library, y'all. Suck my titties, y'all.
If you turn to the opponent
Uhuru.
and you get from your bottom of your throat is
Okay, that's
something like that.
That's like a Wookiee motorboating. Yeah, that's a good one. Is this the fucking remake of Living Single? Oh wow.
You know, like a pig or something, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, a cow.
Just as Kevin King retires. This is like
Oh, sorry.
Really?
this is like
Pausing it for just 1 second.
yeah.
Now it's like normally I would be offended, but it's like not only is this offensive, it's also way off.
Here's the beer chug.
Yeah, the fact that it's so inaccurate, I think it can't be offensive. Also, I don't think you're allowed to get mad at a black girl in Joker makeup. I think that's like one of the rules.
But I'm
pretty sure.
Even though it's wrong and off, I think this might actually be authentic. I think the person might be a carrier of the A1.
That is
Tiz
actually
one.
true.
A1
Another reason you can't get mad.
A1 Tiz 1 is what they're calling autism now.
A1 Tiz 1.
I believe.
My favorite sauce.
It looks tasty here in Wisconsin. This is our water.
Hard cider?
It's Red's apple. It's not even cider, actually. It's apple flavored beer.
You know, this person being from Wisconsin, I'm down. I like this person a lot.
Oh.
This is why you get by living in Wisconsin. You make noises, sip cider, and wear freaking Joker face paint.
Have you been to Wisconsin?
That's the move.
Drove through it.
Okay.
I got some makeup on.
Madison, Green Bay, Milwaukee, a 4th place.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Milwaukee
I know
Brewers
Wisconsin.
Stadium
Green
from
Bay.
a train.
Yeah.
What was
Man.
We didn't get that far.
Oh
With the
my
chug.
God, that was the
Wait, that was the chug?
That was the
pussiest
beer chug fail.
I love this person so much. I hope they have.
Here's a mukbang.
There is
I'm
more.
hungry.
Oh
Ain't y'all
no!
hungry?
Is this Hulk Hogan?
Have we gone Ultimate Warrior?
Let me tell you
slash
something,
Hulk Hogan?
brother.
How to do,
Yeah.
folks? And today,
This is the Ultimate
we are
Warrior.
enjoying a lovely pumpkin pie, some Thanksgiving leftovers,
Fuck, I love this
and a
person so much.
caramel apple pie.
I knew you would.
And also, if the phone does not die throughout this, also green bean casserole. Let's eat, shall we? But first, we'll have my favorite drink as I
If
was
the
a clown,
phone doesn't die,
which is
that's Hulk Hogan.
gravy and Mountain Dew. Let's try it.
Gravy and Mountain Dew? Is that what she said?
I think
That's
she
what I
said-
think I heard, but
I
that
think-
can't possibly be true.
I think she said gravy ow Mountain Dew. It's French.
Oh, because she's
Gotta get the
French.
gravy first.
It's gravy.
Oh,
That's all I'm looking for. Get some Mountain Dew.
Okay. If she keeps going at this speed, I'm gonna whip it out and just jag off.
Stop.
Yeah. She's crushing right now.
Yep.
Now that is gamer fuel.
Yep.
God bless America.
Protein
Mountain
and,
Dew
and,
and
caffeine. Protein and caffeine. It's the future. God, I love this person. Yes. Yes. This is everything to me.
So good.
We're witnessing
Everybody,
the birth
everybody
of a
likes the
star
stream
right now.
in honor of gravy, Mountain Dew, and
What was the
eating-
name of this person?
This is Ollie the Clown.
Ollie the Clown? Oh, yeah. Ollie's the greatest.
Please like the stream and get us to 100 likes.
Love her.
Ollie in her prime right
So
here.
good. That was delicious.
You didn't even finish it.
No,
Come
don't-
on.
doesn't, she
Slacker.
couldn't finish the goddamn drink
Slacker.
either. She couldn't chug.
Can you get your pie GED
She chugged
really
1.5
quick for us?
ounces of cider.
Ben, you don't
Give her a
understand.
break.
You don't understand. This isn't about the intake. This is about the outtakes.
So good.
This is pure content.
Touch them on my thumb.
What are you gonna do with that thumb pie? Oh God, yeah. This is how I die.
Oh,
Happy as ever.
Billy on board with thumb pie.
Thumb pie is the only pie.
Notice me, thumb pie.
Yes.
I was looking for that too. I couldn't find it. That's great.
I got you, baby.
That's great.
That was really good. I'm so happy right now. Everything about today.
I'm so happy right now.
Today was really
This is the
hard.
best day of Billy's life.
Today was really hard.
Billy
up
spent the
until
last
show
72
started.
hours at the hospital, and it's still the best day of his life.
Stuffing.
Yes. My God.
Oh God, this is
Is that
delicious.
homemade or
You
some
can't have it.
stovetop bullshit?
This is my
You can't have
God.
it.
I worship Ollie the Clown. I'm gonna write a Bible about Ollie the Clown. Oh my God. I love how the face paint is holding up pretty well. Looking
Pretty good, solid paint.
looking about as Hogan as ever right now.
It's that paint is probably like acrylic paint or something.
It's going in the food too.
It's like oil
Been on
paint.
for 5 days.
Ollie's gonna get sick. God damn it. I gotta go to Wisconsin. I gotta
Yeah,
make
you do.
some Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
What the fuck? You see the eyes?
Good eye cross. Good eye cross.
Yes.
That was like getting a blowjob in an 80s movie eye cross.
Oh yeah. Green beans.
This is so cringy to
I
me.
am a real American. Fight for what's right in every man. Good car.
Cool.
Props for face paint.
Yes. I'm gonna start Face Clan. And it's gonna be like FaZe Clan, but we're just gonna wear face paint and eat garbage.
Oh God, the way she's licking her fingers is so gross.
Dude. They're gonna have to reinvent a new orientation. This is like a new sexual orientation here.
Are
This
you
is
part
beyond,
of it?
This is beyond feeder dome. Yes, Pinky's out. Picky's out for the Gravy Mountain Dew. Gravy all dew.
Everyone like the stream. In honor of Gravy Mountain Dew, like the stream. Let's get it up to 200 likes in honor of Gravy Mountain Dew.
If not for Gravy Mountain Dew, then for what? Come on, people.
Can we sponsor and just deliver food for them to eat? Ollie the Clown to eat?
I do want to disclose something that I just remembered because I saw Egghead around.
Full disclosure.
If you tell me
last
right now,
night on Tap, we were talking about how gay Egghead was for the Vigilant Christian Mario. And this morning, I wake up to a DM from Egghead being like, "Hey, you think Mario's going to be on the show anytime soon?"
That's
Come on,
very
Egghead.
funny. Oh, that reminds me. Let me just make sure it is still the case. One sec, really quick. Yeah, Egghead unfollowed me on Twitter.
No!
He does that. Yeah. He does that. Did that happen to you before?
Probably.
Didn't that happen when you first started being on the show or something?
I think so. I think it happened then too.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got my attention, Egghead. Ball's in your court.
He's a passive-aggressive unfollower.
Wow. You know, I got a message from a professional waxer, Asterios. They said that you did not need the baby powder. They were just fucking with you.
God damn it! I can tell.
They just wanted to make you a baby.
Yeah.
I felt less than human.
Yeah.
Egghead, can we figure out why you unfollowed Scott? Do you want to come on here and explain?
Seems pretty passive-aggressive.
Oh, God. Passive-aggressive.
The ruthless aggression.
Aggression era.
Ruthless aggression.
That was the last era when Egghead was on top of Actual Mania, and now he's kind of, I don't know. We'll see if he can make a comeback.
I found out this weekend
Just
that John
taking
Cena
L
follows
after
me
L.
on Twitter.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Pull him up and show me where it says follows you.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice. Someone was just like, why does John Cena follow you? I was like,
maybe he does.
doesn't.
Who knows?
I'm pretty chill.
And
Maybe
then-
he's going to steal some of your beats like he did from the other rappers.
I'll let him have them.
Oh, he does follow you. All right. Unless that's
Yeah.
just a screenshot from someone else's.
Interesting.
Unless you created a video and
Suspicious.
animated
Unless you
it.
Photoshopped.
Unless you totally engineered your
guys.
own fake Twitter.
It's true. I'm
Just
logged
to-
in. I'm logged in on the Rock's account.
I knew it. Which is honestly more impressive than John Cena following
I
your
agree.
account.
I agree. I wonder when he started following you, though.
I don't know. Someone was like, Billy, why does John Cena follow you? I was like, I don't know. You obviously are wrong. Like, he doesn't follow me. And I was like, oh, he does. Well, obviously, he knows I stand up for him and what's right in America.
No, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. He was looking up Billy the Fridge quotes and decided to follow you because he saw this.
I don't think so.
That one's probably good. He might have also been looking up white rappers worse than me. He might have searched that.
He also might have searched good guy, sweet boy. And then
And then Onision's picture showed up.
Onision messaged me this weekend. He had reached out to Repsion to ask him about that comment I made about Repsion and the girl that got like out. Like I'd said something to Onision at a lunch and he put it out. He like reached out to Repsion to ask him again, and Repsion's response was to send Onision a picture of his face on a turtle, fucking a turtle with Onision's face on it. And Onision was like, why would somebody react this way to a serious allegation? I was like, at first I didn't read the tone.
That is hilarious.
And I was like, you should just respond to everybody's questions with that turtle picture. He was like, why would I do that? Why would I make light of something as serious as rape? And I was like, oh, it's this tone. I didn't realize it was going on here. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's funny.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know why he would do that. Okay, I thought, stop. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Stop.
I want to drink your blood, Billy.
Onision and Repsion are two similar in name just to be even in the same line of work, let alone interacting with each other. I don't like it.
And
like
living
in
in
my
the
head,
same
they're just the
state.
same person.
It's been going on for over a decade too. Those two.
I don't care. I don't care for it.
And then
one
actually,
has to die.
They both live here in Washington, and last year, Onision sued Repsion, and they went to court locally against each other.
Imagine what a stupid real sentence you just said. Onision sued Repsion. That's the gayest shit I've ever heard. This shouldn't be allowed.
Tell me about it. Billy tried to go to the court case.
Yeah, had a flat tire though.
Of course he did. Was it for contact?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when he ended up going to Onision's house, and Onision humped him in his front yard.
Which makes me wonder if I could.
Right.
It's the impression that I get.
Like I honestly kind of sympathize with Billy's position here, because like, all right, let's say you get a DM from Onision. I feel like it's like, if you ignore it, that might create even more problems, because now you have a crazy guy being like, hey, why didn't you answer my DM? Why didn't you answer my DM? Answer me! I need to control you.
I'll tell you what, though.
When Onision DMs you, you kind of have to just be like,
You got it wrong, though. Like, Billy doesn't avoid Onision.
I always answer when Onision DMs me.
Billy doesn't avoid Onision. When Alicia Jordana had Onision on, he came on the show to talk.
Well, she had messaged me and said, "Hey, I want to have you on the show."
Right.
I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll be on the show." And then after I said that, she was like, put out that Onision was going to be on the show, and I was like, "Ah." She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me that.
Okay.
So then
you knew he was on.
Yeah. So then I went on, and then he
and you did it other times, like when other people interviewed Onision, you were like in there.
Did I say I was trying to avoid him?
No.
Any conversation?
I didn't say you said that. I said Asterios said that. That's all.
Yeah, and I'll say it again. Like, I feel like it's like, all right, you're booked on a show. Then you find
That's
out
not how it
Onision's
went,
going to be on. Well, let me lay this out.
Okay.
You're booked on a show, and then you find out Onision's going to be on after you accepted the booking. Then you're like, if I tell this person I want off the show, then I got a crazy guy who's going to be mad. Oh,
No.
you're dodging me? Oh, you don't want to be on a show with me? Oh, why don't you want to be on a show with me? It's like,
yeah, I had no
Onision-
problem being on a show with him.
You
Right,
go
right,
on
right,
the
right.
show
He's-
and you be mean to Onision.
He's
That's
not
the
mean to
move.
him.
I couldn't be mean. I had to be a sweet boy.
And the Onision attention gave him a lot of attention in turn. He made like 10 streams about not wanting to talk about Onision anymore.
Look, the juice was flowing.
He made like 10 apologies, like, sorry what I did for, hey guys, just want to remind you, sorry.
Only stop apologizing when the apologies stop earning money.
Right.
That's the rule.
No.
That's the rule.
That's why. That's the only issue I had with Asterios' statement. That's it.
Asterios' statement was spot on.
No, it wasn't.
I still think my statements are correct.
No,
Like,
it wasn't.
It's just the sense I'm getting that like Onision, like dealing with Onision, it's like a live wire. Like, you cut it, you'll get shocked. You ignore it, it might electrocute you. It's like, hey, it's like a bad penny. You got to be careful with that.
He went to Olive Garden with him and sat in a hot tub that smelled like poop with him.
Yeah. And we sat in a hot tub that didn't smell like poop
and
first.
Onision filmed a sex scene between Joe and Billy where Joe was the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was like way
Joe's
before,
always the top.
But this was before there was like a Discovery Channel show called
I mean, we
Onision
already knew it was going to happen.
Dangerous.
Joe and I were supposed to take turns, but after the first scene, I was done. I was like, no.
You were done.
No, we got enough. We got enough footage, man. We got enough footage.
I don't want to be my own sloppy seconds.
Well, the whole point of the story was that the killer was killing virgins. So to save our own lives, we had to lose our virginity to each
very
other.
funny.
It was genius.
That's rock solid, actually.
It was genius.
Yeah, and there
a
was
good bit.
and they both came to this cabin to bang some girl that wouldn't bang them.
Yeah.
Was the whole plot of the. It was like a horror movie directed by Onision, where Onision was the weird, creepy killer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Good time.
Quite a stretch. I didn't know he had that much range.
this was before Onision was like full and properly canceled, right?
No. No.
It's half baked. Yeah. This was
the cancellation of Onision lasted a long time,
but this
and
was
that was
before,
during it.
This was before Sarah had came out with her allegations.
Sure. Well,
and the whole time I was working with Onision, my point was, you know, the stuff that happened with Shiloh was damn near a decade ago. The stuff that happened with Billy, that was before I met him.
And none of this stuck anyway.
Yeah, and with Sarah had always said things were okay. And then when Sarah said things weren't okay, this was like, okay, I got to back away because that was a girl that
and none of her shit stuck anyway. I mean, like, I'm sure there's, like, degrees of truth to it, but none of it stuck. Like, there was nothing that anyone could do with it. And Chris Hansen took it and made it a pay pig for him.
Yeah.
And made a mockery of it, and that's where we are now.
The one thing I can say about Onision is all the bad shit he does makes tons of money for other people.
Sometimes him, too.
Yeah, he like, I've never seen a lolcow get a television show before. I mean, about them. Like, I've never seen a lolcow get the Dateline trade. Like I subscribe to Discovery Plus because my girlfriend and I, so we watch like 90 Day Fiance and stuff. And like, it'll always be like, would you like to watch Onision? And it's like, no, no.
You know what?
Don't.
We had him here like 3 years ago on the couch behind Billy. I interviewed him. We interviewed him, and it was interesting. We even had the guys from EFAP on while that was going on.
It was a 24-hour show. He came through in a tuxedo.
It was like a 3-piece suit. I asked him a few questions, and he was kind of like, I don't know. Anyone can go back and watch it if they want to see it. All right.
I was not trying to avoid him in DMs or anything. I just, I'm just talking to him.
I wouldn't think you would.
But you do have to kind of.
I don't think you should.
You do have to kind of be careful what you say because he will.
He leaks anything.
He will use certain statements publicly, and it's like, so when he's talking to me, I have to be like, well, what should I say? What can I say that's diplomatic? So maybe ignoring him would be good, but I'm not the type of person to ignore somebody. You know?
Yeah, it's like, it's tough. It's like the guys he's like a weird apple. Like a weird apple.
He is
like,
weird.
Like I'm just like, oh, I hate that my friend Billy has to deal with this. It's like has to like deal with the fact that like, yeah, he was friends with someone, and then we found out more, and we found out more, and we found out more, and we found. It's like, oh,
it's not even that bad. Like I met a lot of cool people working with him. With me and him, he was always really cool with me.
He stabbed a lot of those cool people in the back.
A lot of them, yeah. That's one of the reasons why, even though he was always cool with me, I had to really second guess who he was because of all the people I had kind of met through him or worked through him with. He had like fucked those people in certain ways, and it was always like, well, you know, they were this way to me, and it's like I try to give them the benefit of the doubt for the majority of it, but it's like the common denominator here is that like you keep having falling outs with people, and you would have had falling outs with me and even Joe if like we had been any sort of like abrasive with it, but whenever he had like these moments where he tried to split away from us as friends, we were very adult about it. We're like, hey, man, thank you for just shooting videos with us. It was fun. He's like, well, and if that's the case, because I think he was waiting for like everybody.
He was
like,
waiting for you to leak all the DMs.
I think
and all
so.
that.
Yeah, I think he's just expecting.
That's what he's made his career off of too, though. There was a time where that kind of drama was how you got views.
Yeah,
like being a victim.
Just like, part of it was victim, and part of it was like people hating you and people thinking what you were saying was really fucked up. That kind of thing. You
get the edgy. Your fan base goes against the fan base of other people when you are abrasive towards things. I think I don't know if it was the nail in the coffin, but when he said about Christina Grimmie when she passed away, that was like so like blatantly offensive. But from his point of view, he was just like, well, this is just how people are. They're very fake, and it's a double standard. I don't remember exactly how he explained it. But he had an explanation for it, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing.
It's funny because we're talking about the YouTube psycho brat from Washington State, Onision James Gregory Jackson, and we just happened to have Blasian pop up in the chat.
Oh, damn!
Who actually knew him
Tamara and Blasian,
online, like a Oh, Tamara also?
Yeah, they were mods. Blasian actually met up with Onision. Onision.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Onision.
Blasian met Onision?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Isn't Tamara one of the bitches from Sister Sister?
That was Tia.
Where's Tia?
Oh.
Okay.
This
They
is a
were
different
both
Tamara.
very nice.
Yeah, the Maori
Don't
family.
throw the sisters under the
The
bus.
Maori
I
family
like
are
those
good
sisters.
people.
The sisters did nothing to you.
So what? Like, are we going to hear more? So Blasian met Onision.
Blasian said, because here's what happened. Blasian met Onision, and Onision may have been under the impression Blasian was 9 years old.
No, come on.
I
Dude.
know. They just had a falling out.
Yeah, and it was all online. They never met in person.
No, Blasian met in person.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't
they went
know
to a meetup in Boston together.
Oh, okay. I met Onision twice. And the first thing he did was like give me this weird compliment. He does that, like he'll do that weird, like, oh, he was like, you're a manly man, aren't you? You look like you're from Game of Thrones.
I've had sleepovers with Onision.
Yeah.
Gross.
You're a manly man,
Yeah.
aren't you?
You're a manly
Yeah,
man.
that's what he said.
You're like Game of Thrones.
I know.
What a fucking weirdo.
I know.
Good times, good times.
All right, let's stop talking about Onision.
Yes.
Let's watch. Oh, here's a guy that makes wands more powerful than King Cobra.
Impossible.
Giving you the wand of Leviathan.
Is this Rev?
Which summons Leviathan, which is a 777
Sorry,
foot
pause
long
already.
snake.
Pause already. The wand of Leviathan, which summons Leviathan. So are they two different words that coincidentally sound very similar? Or did he just say one word two different ways in the same sentence?
Scott, it's obvious the Leviathan's home region is Leviathan. Duh.
Of course. Pardon me.
Do you not know your Leviathanian culture?
There you go.
Dude, thanks, man.
To summon, you have to spell Leviathan correctly. It adds 777. I slid to the ventriloquial vein and drank every drop. Which technically makes me the god of vampires. I'd rather be vampirialistic than victorialistic.
No big deal. Not bragging.
Of course, I love big boobies and bloody pussies.
Did he say I love big boobies and bloody pussies?
Yeah.
That is what it sounded like, but I chose not to hear it.
Well, the way he reacted to it was the worst, too.
Yeah, he really tickled himself with it. Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't know if it's the way it's filmed, but if I had to guess his vitals, he's like 6'10", 390 pounds. He looks gigantic, but it might just be the angle.
He's like a hobo Hodor.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Awakening have senses. No,
Is he
this.
back, or is
what
this-
is
no.
By the way, King Cobra's ex-girlfriend is making YouTube videos now, and she's blowing up and getting all this positive feedback. All of the King Cobra trolls are giving her
All of which is to spite Cobra, which is
it's
delightful.
crazy.
This Awaken Your Senses song. It's you know what I'm saying, it stimulates your pineal gland, which is where your third eye is located up here in your brain. It also has one where it massages your brain and relieves stress
pineal gland.
and anxiety.
You guys heard penile
Yeah, it's
gland
peaceful
too, right?
sounding.
Y'all heard that? He meant pineal.
Penile.
My
Breathe in, count to
I'm
four.
speaking for myself. My penile gland does not reside in my head.
No, my
in your
pineal
head.
gland stimulates the third eye, the brown eye.
Yeah, obviously.
Inside your head, breathe out, count to 4 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3,
3, 2.
That's not counting to 4 backwards.
Do you feel like you're stressed or need to relax?
You know what? I should announce
Who
this
was-
while I remember it. A week from today, Scott will be joined by your life partner, Adam.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Next week. Adam and...
Reschedule it. Adam and I are having a fight.
Oh, no.
Really?
Change the...
So,
Is it a shoot fight?
It's a shoot fight. We're going to wrestle Adam.
If we have to choose
Fair
between Scott or Adam, who do we choose?
I don't know. The person who's listening right now and whose feelings will be hurt, probably that one.
All right, Asterios, we'll choose you. No. You and Adam aren't really fighting, though, right?
We're not really fighting,
Yeah,
no. In fact, I just sent him some banned cartoons yesterday.
Canadians don't fight.
No.
Okay.
Especially not each other.
Is Copes about to ascend?
I hope so.
The ascension of the King Cobra. Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt.
Dude, King Cobra should do an LSD stream. I would watch the fuck out of that.
There he goes.
Halloween 2017, me with the other former DP hosts, that stream where we did a stream where we were all on LSD and we forgot even how to stream by the end of it. It was the craziest thing ever. Anyone, I recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it.
Ben, your camera froze the second Cobes ascended. Are you going on this journey with
I'm
Cobra?
going.
Coincidence?
Hold on, I'm here.
I think
I'm
not.
here in Casper.
Oh wow.
I'm at the
Loaf
Loaf
and Jug.
Yep, I see it. There it is.
At the discount liquor, the CY. That's what's up.
I gotta get some Steel Reserve.
There's a backdoor lounge connected to this liquor store.
I love the sitar.
God damn it.
Hey, get out of here.
Oh, that's what's her face.
That's Stephanie.
Yep, Stephanie. What's her?
Vargo
Tanner.
or
Stephanie Tanner.
It's Drago's the last name.
Drago
Volpa Drago.
Volpa Drago.
Volpa Drago.
Yep, Volpa Drago is Cobe's ex-girlfriend's stuff.
Oh my God. Is he about to manifest? What if they do stomach waxing in
Joke's on you,
Casper?
troll. I got my lazy eye fixed.
Boom.
You sure about that?
Oh, that's a...
I got a few more.
Music. The magic we teach that we cannot teach beyond harm. I fucked that up.
This is so deep.
Fucking retard.
Oh, be nice.
What's up?
Yes.
Fellow YouTubers. The bad boy of Job Corps. The bad boy of Job Corps. Honey, I was the bad boy of Job Corps. The bad boy of Job Corps. Fuck yeah. The bad boy of Job Corps. The bad boy of Job Corps. Honey, I was the bad boy of Job Corps. The bad boy of Job Corps. The bad boy of Job Corps. Honey, I was the bad boy of Job Corps. Everyone at Job Corps knew who the fuck I was. They were like, yeah, it's Saunders. Looking back on it now, I wish I would.
I believe everyone at Job Corps knew who he was.
Yeah, that's Saunders.
Just smoke pot on Job
What
Corps campus.
is Job Corps one of those places that like unemployable people go and they put you in a ditch?
It's like a school that you get paid to go to, and they teach you a trade. So
okay, what did they teach him? Wand making?
Yes.
I could have gotten a
He
really
went to
successful
Hogwarts
job.
Job
Speaking
Corps.
of jobs, Cobra Craft handmade wands is an honest living. You want to talk shit on the wands? That's your opinion, man.
That's your opinion, man.
Well, You know, that's just like
your opinion, man.
Your opinion, man.
Thank you.
I would disagree that it's an honest living. Because he's not making a living off the wands, so he's being dishonest.
His wands sell for $236 or something. The last wand sold for over $200, and he sold 11 of them since he moved into this new apartment. Okay?
That's not true.
Yeah, it's true.
That's not. 11 people have not bought a wand for over $200 a piece.
They have, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
In no reality
Scott,
will I accept
I'm
that.
sorry. He's the bad boy of Jabcur.
I won't.
Scott, it's a fact. It's a bona fide fact.
I want to see the receipts.
Fuck yeah, bad boy of
Look at Etsy. He's got 11 wands that went up since he moved into his new apartment. All sold. They sold for like $240 a piece.
Bad boy of job corps. Speaking of Stephanie, the only reason she dated me is because she was depressed and didn't realize that she was cute. Bullshit. First of all, Stephanie, we were both awkward young adults back then, so would it kill you to admit you're attracted to bad boys? Yeah.
Bad boys.
You're just like fucking trying to capitalize off my fame on YouTube. I'm like the bad boy of YouTube. The bad boy of YouTube. But she wants to hang out and be friends, that's cool. The bad boy of YouTube. I'm not rushing anything or trying anything. The bad boy of YouTube. The bad boy of YouTube. I'm not here to start drama with Stephanie. The bad boy of YouTube. No man would complain about Stephanie's butt. You know? Yeah.
Cope said he really messed up by cheating on Stephanie because she would cook for him and clean for him and give him sex whenever he wanted.
Rape.
That's two more people than I believe he's had sex with.
He has, though.
He's the bad
that marks
boy
the
of
beginning
Job
of the
Corps.
dry spell.
And Scott, you know, this is Wyoming. You know how people in Pennsylvania get butt. There's nothing else to do. Wyoming's the same.
You know what? You're actually right. I'm looking at things through metropolitan Vancouver eyes, and I shouldn't be.
Go to like a coal mining town where you refer to your friends as butts, and you're gonna have sloppy sick sex because there's no good alternative than to just bang whatever.
There is no good pussy or dick for 2,000 miles often.
And if there is, it's
you're right. You're right.
It's out of the dating pool if there is. There obviously are roses that have grown in the concrete of Ohio, but they're out of the public pool. So everybody in the pool is like, whatever, let's bump uglies. Shout out to Darth Linney. Darth Linney go hard.
I think Cobb's arm wrestles this guy.
That's Darth Linney, dude.
First doing two.
I'll answer a few of those.
Swing. Doing it right here.
I thought there was a point where they arm wrestle.
Shit. Especially. I
want to see the part where they arm wrestle.
I kind of love his build.
What's up? All right, you ready to do this arm wrestling match?
Is this God?
Yeah. He wants to flex before the match.
Uh-oh. Didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
You know what the results of this arm wrestling match was?
Let's go.
It's a tie.
It's a trap.
It's a tie-dye. Darth Linney for the win.
This is not how arm wrestling works.
On your own knee, yeah.
On your
own knee on a chair with wheels.
On your knees, get set, roll. Oh wow!
Sorry about that. It's all good. You all right?
It's all good.
Be good.
You broke my.
actually hurt him.
You broke my.
For having arthritis, you got some strength in your arms. I will say that.
Arthritis.
Hell yeah.
You broke his jerky.
Well, if you want to see it around too, you're gonna have to subscribe to Darth Linney's channel.
I like gracious winner Cobes.
If you would have
you lost, but you showed me something.
Thank you for watching the live stream.
You think if Cobes would have lost, he would have been as gracious?
Darth Linney, subscribe to myself. I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.
Yeah. We would never know about it.
Hey, YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Darth Lenny. How the fuck you guys doing? We are here with
Darth Lenny and King Cobras, and we're gonna do this new game called Arm Wrestling. It's gonna be a good time. Let's go. Let's go.
King Cobra JFS, what's up?
Hell yeah. Just finished the live stream. I know I promised you guys 3 matches, or about 3 rounds for a match. Only did one.
But I have to go to the
stream.
hospital.
The reason for that is because watch one live
My
or
face
one
is
on
not
this
just
stream.
bad. I had an allergic reaction. I shouldn't have eaten that weird shellfish.
I weigh 130 pounds. I need medical assistance right now.
Get you guys excited to jump over to my channel and finish out the match. Right now we got King Cobra JFS with 1 victory. On this one we are doing the other 2. Blam, right there on the floor. More stability and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, now we're talking even playing field. None of this on our knees chair bullshit.
More stability. Uh-oh. It's the best around. Damn, Darth Lenny. Cobes, look at Cobe's arm getting off the
Dude,
table.
you had it, but you don't have the stamina.
Cobe's,
come on, baby.
Cobe's
Come on,
lifted his
baby.
elbow off the table.
This is bullshit.
Darth Lenny stayed on the table.
Motherfucker.
Cobes was lifting using body weight.
Tied, 2 for 2.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
One
yeah.
for
1 for
one.
1, 2 for 2. Hey.
Hey,
Tied
man,
2-2. Well, we each won 1, so
That's
it's 2 points per win. So that's why it's 2-2.
Listen
True.
to this, YouTube.
Ooh.
What are you
Test of
flicking
good
with those
strength.
sausage fingers?
The test of a man's will.
Yeah, is there not
This
a
is all done
table
for fun.
anywhere in the house?
Not done
Hey.
seriously.
Or okay, you be nice to these poor people.
Yeah, Scott, not everybody has tables.
Ooh,
Sitting
I've
in your
got a
ivory
table.
tower with all those tables.
Yeah.
My house has forks and knives.
I have tables.
Some people don't have
We're
a
not all
sock
used
to come on, Scott.
3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the weirdest intro to a gay pornography film I've ever seen.
Nah, it's like regular
True.
intro to gay porn.
Elbows down, boys. You keep those elbows on the table.
Elbows
Keep that
on the
fucking
table.
elbow down.
Am I the only one that's watched over the top? Come
Thank
on.
you.
You are not. It's a beautiful
broke Darth Lenny's
romantic
arm.
comedy about a man and his son.
He dislocated Darth Lenny's elbow, dude.
A bad boy.
Arm wrestling is the new sport. Check it out on YouTube. Darth Lenny is a worthy opponent.
What a weird
Private
sentence.
arthritis.
Yes,
Yo,
I know.
they
He's
gave
so
me a- They
straight.
gave me a challenge. Hell yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Be normal.
Why can't you be normal?
Be normal for 1 second.
By the
please.
law of averages, you should be normal like once, one day.
That's the difference. Cobes is a god. He's the god.
Just by accident.
He's the god of abnormality. He's
Arm wrestling is the new sport. Check it out on YouTube.
There's 9 million reasons why that's wrong. You can't even start. Like, by the time you start complaining about what he said, he's already jerking off with a magic wand or complaining about pizza. It's like Trump.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just like you can never pin him down because he's always on to the next crazy thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's untouchable.
He's untouchable.
He's got the game figured out.
Man. Straight up, I lost 1, you lost 1, you know. It's all fair sport up in here.
Hell yeah. You guys take care. We love
Drop
you.
Darth Lenny B.
Hell yeah. And we'll catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go get an ice pack.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go get an ice pack.
No.
Yeah, Darth Lenny got defeated, but he don't care. He's gonna go get an ice pack.
Yo, what's up, Tubes? Chilling out with
Scrapper Steve, and shout
This
out
is the
to
last one,
Jack
and then
Tripper,
we'll move on
who
to something
provided
else.
Some pizza and wings.
No. Can you pause it for a second? No, I'll watch this all night. This is incredibly entertaining.
It's Scrapper Steve,
it's great.
Asterios.
Like don't feel like you have to leave this quickly.
No. Look, if you're out of videos, that's fine, but like, don't move off him on our. This is great.
Of course,
Scrapper Steve.
Mountain Spew. We got Meat Lovers Vegetable Supreme Pizza. Hot wings, which are right there.
A Meat Lovers
This
Vegetable
pizza is courtesy
Supreme.
of Pizza
So
Hut.
just every ingredient.
That's called a combination.
That's just everything.
That's a combination. You order when you put a Meat Lovers and a vegetable together, you get the supreme combination.
Right. Yeah, if you don't like pizza, there's
I don't
something wrong
feel
with you.
safe around Scrapper Steve. Am I wrong in that sentiment?
I
He
feel like-
makes me
Yeah, I feel like-
extremely uncomfortable.
I think Scrapper Steve has to register with the local post office every time he moves into a new neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's been making a lot of trips around the neighborhood that he'd maybe not rather
Yeah,
have to
he's-
make, but is required to.
He's legally not allowed to be an ice cream man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just to make it official.
That's why I'm a scrapper.
for both of us here, we are not. We
Oh
are
my
not
God.
seeing each other in a relationship.
Oh, I don't like him.
We are just friends.
Scrapper Steve was played by Clint Howard.
I'm frozen again.
By the child of Clint Howard and Ted Levine.
Yeah, Copes is actually also played by Clint Howard.
He's versatile.
Everybody in
All my
Wyoming
fans
is just
know I'm
played by
straight,
Clint Howard.
But the trolls like to fuck
Clint
with
Howard
me.
in his
Well, fuck
bravest
them, they're
role
just
today.
Just little losers.
We need goodness.
Right. There you go. And we're not sponsored by Pizza Hut. This is just free advertisement.
Free
If one of the
It's okay.
Big Four wanted to
Nobody
sponsor me, I'd be
thought you were sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Wait, is this not a Pizza
It's
Hut
not a
commercial?
worry.
The Pizza Hut Corporation doesn't want to associate
Yeah.
itself with a weird freak like you. That's wow, that's so strange. I wouldn't have thought.
I thought Scrapper Steve was the Noid.
Well, I would like to avoid him.
Well, Steve's fiance
And
is
honestly,
pregnant.
he might go to jail for stealing someone's pizza. Like,
Yeah.
that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Scrapper Steve
Not
could be
at
good.
all.
Scrapper Steve's got a fiance who's pregnant. Copes just announced that.
Oh, cool. Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't
They
already.
have spicy food, so let's get another. Ooh, those are definitely hot wings. Hell yeah. It's got a little spicy kick to them. Look out. Pizza Hut bringing the heat.
Well, well, well. Ladies and gentlemen. Pizza. Did you say Pizza Hut bringing the heat?
Yeah.
It's Domino's.
Is it Domino's?
He said Domino's earlier. It's not sponsored by Domino's. Did they order pizza from Domino's and wings from Pizza Hut?
Maybe.
That's insane.
That's 100% mad lad potential right there. He's a mad lad.
Ooh-wee. Got a little stank on these hot wings, man. Look out. Do it up, man. Mountain Dew.
Not with gravy, though. Come on, pussy, pour it in the gravy.
Most definitely. Ha-ha. Waterfall. That's
Could you imagine you work at a porn store and it's 1 a.m. and these two come in asking for interracial facials? Are you there for it?
Look at that right there.
Yeah.
IRFs.
Okay, is that his pregnant wife
Yeah.
sitting on the ground underneath a pile of blankets?
Stuffed crust right there.
Yeah.
You see the cheese?
Oh.
Yeah.
Try to cover it up, couldn't.
It's a rocking good time.
It's a rocking good time.
This is the second straight domicile with no
Yeah.
tables.
I've been known to fart like crazy when I eat pizza sometimes.
Sometimes?
People don't know how to fucking behave themselves. But yeah, I'm definitely getting full here, YouTube. I'll be done eating here in a second.
Is that what happens when we go fishing for the hell of it?
He seems like a fucking monster. He needs to be locked up for the rest of
That
his
definitely
life.
gets a 5-star rating on my book. But anyways, tubes, thank you for watching the video. Catch you cool cobras on the flip side.
Juma
A
says
huge
Coach never
shout
said
out-
Domino's. I don't know. I must have just thought he said Domino's. Ham
I
Pow
hate Scrapper
93.
Steve.
You know, Scrapper Steve.
I hate him so much.
Scrapper Steve might be in jail right now.
Really?
I mean,
better.
I would assume.
I mean, just by looking at him, yes, he might be in jail.
yeah.
Right now. You're not wrong.
those aren't bad odds. You know what I would bet on that. I think the chances of him being in jail are like 1 in 5.
I would say better than 50-50. I think the smart money is on jail.
I gotta say, just before we move on, because I don't know if this guy's in this whole universe. This is the first time I've ever seen the King Cobra extended universe cast.
Oh yes. Oh God. There's a lot of them.
They're all so awful looking, and it's just because usually an ugly person will hang out with an uglier person so they'll look better by comparison. But with these people, it's just this weird loop where they just both look worse somehow.
Just an Ouroboros of disgusting people.
There's a person I don't like. There's someone that King Cobra was buddies with and then later had a feud with that looked like him on 10 times. Looked worse in every way. Every bad attribute King Cobra had, it was magnified by 10.
When I was in Wyoming, the only attractive people, and there were many of them, they all hung out at the rodeo. If you're not rodeo folk, I guess you just
if you're not cowboy types, you're out of here.
Yeah, you're left to fend for yourself at the dining ditch. Ham Pow
That's
93.
the vibe I got from Brokeback Mountain.
Why do I keep freezing?
Is this Crazy Pain 93?
Oh my God!
Is this
I know Crazy Pain 93. Hey, Crazy Pain 93 blocked me on Twitter. Did I mention that?
How could Crazy Pain 93 block you on Twitter? Ham and eggs right here. Ham Pow 93.
I just got the least surprising news of all time from DJ Fix Soul in the chat. Scrapper Steve is a diaper furry.
There you go.
Just like Emo Howling Wolf.
Just like Emo Howling Wolf. There's a type.
Yep.
It all makes sense now. It clicks together like two.
It really does.
Pieces. Gee, I wonder if puzzle pieces are often used to associate with something else that these people might.
I wonder.
I can't
if only it was the logo of something.
Can I?
But it's not to be.
Can I shoot off of the stream a little bit just now? Go on a tangent real quick.
Shoot off, son.
Just want to shoot off, Queen. I want to shoot off.
We
real
got an
quick.
active shooter.
I want to shoot off real quick. Okay, I want to go on a bit of a tangent. Scott, Asterios, you can chime in as well. Have you seen the 1996 Island of Dr. Moreau?
Absolutely.
How'd you like it?
I like it. But I know it's a bad movie. But I like it.
It's not a bad movie.
I really like it.
I feel like there's a conspiracy against it.
You know what, though? I like that part where Marlon Brando is dressed like a woman and a dog takes a shit on the ground and he picks it up and eats it in that movie.
That was divine, right?
What?
That's
very similar character, thoh. Yeah,
similar movie.
Pink
but
flamingos.
yeah, no, there were more than just flamingos on this island.
Yeah,
there was a Chinese guy as a kitty cat.
Mama.
He was cool.
I watched the movie, but I watched the documentary, Lost Soul. The
documentary is
Richard Stanley.
great.
Yeah, I watched the documentary first, and I watched it with Joe. And Joe was like, "Oh yeah, we got to watch this documentary. It's amazing. We got to watch it." And we sat, and he'd seen it before, I think, and we watched it, and then he was like, "Yeah, he's like the Island Dr. Moreau. He's like, it's a horrible movie. It's terrible. It's so bad. I think we should watch it though." And I was like, "I'll watch it." And we watched the trailer for it. And as I was watching the trailer, I was like, "There's no way this is a bad movie. Like, how could they cut a bad movie into this trailer?" And then we sat down and watched it, and like within 5 minutes, Joe was like, "I don't think I've seen this movie before." This is like
they made a whole South Park episode about Dr. Moreau.
As it kept going, he was like, "This movie's not bad." He's like, he's like, "When's the shoe gonna drop and this movie's gonna become horrible?" And until the very last moment, we're like, "Why do people say this is bad?" There are bad aspects to it, right? Like there's some things. I wouldn't say bad. There's some things you could critique. You could be like, "Oh my god,"
sure.
And I don't know if it's because there's half human, half animal entities in it, and people are just against the uncanny.
Averse.
I think it might be.
Yeah, they might be averse to it.
They might be.
I'm quite the opposite, which is why I think it rocks.
It was good.
And I'm also sad that Richard Stanley didn't get to realize his vision of it and got taken off the project and had to hide on the island in disguise and watch it get made,
Not just watch
which
it.
is awesome.
He snuck into the movie. After he got kicked off of the film, he snuck in under costume.
Scott, do you unironically think Cleveland rocks too? Just asking for a friend.
No, but only because it's in Ohio and nothing.
That's
in
what I'm
Ohio
saying.
rocks.
Cleveland is no. I disagree with that last
No,
statement.
wrong.
But Cleveland definitely does not rock.
Asterios, have you seen the Island of Dr. Moreau?
No, but I know that all the little kids growing up on the skids, Cleveland's got they've got their Hall of Fame. They can't be that bad.
Sounds like someone who's never been.
Oh wow, I heard good things about Color Out of Space. I want to watch it, but
it's not good, but it's not boring.
Yeah.
Like you get some Crazy Cage, which you can never go wrong with Crazy Cage. Did I see possibly the premiere of it in Toronto where Nick Cage and Richard Stanley were there and Nick Cage was cosplaying as Richard Stanley? Yes, I did. And it was amazing.
Wow.
Like they were both wearing like Outback hats and trench coats. It rocked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I just had to go off on that because, like, as I was watching the film, I was like, I was expecting it to be bad. And but Joe had thought he had watched it like years ago, and he was like, I don't think I ever watched it.
It was just a bad dream.
He was like, I don't think I
But
ever
he
watched
had
this.
just like heard that it was bad and had.
He
it in
was
his
sure.
head
He was sure that he had
seen
seen it, and he was sure that it was horrible. And then he was like, I don't remember exactly how bad it was, though. We should watch it.
Joe thought that the entire movie was just himself sending dick pics to Asterios. So he thought he had seen it before.
That's equally as horrifying as
That's
Dr.
also a
Moreau's
good movie.
Abominations.
The best part of the movie that isn't furry, because all the best parts are furry, but the best non-furry part of the movie is at the end where I think Moreau's been killed, spoiler, and Val Kilmer is now like dressed as Moreau, mocking him and being a complete asshole. That was 100% shoot because everyone was so pissed off at Marlon Brando and what an asshole
How
he had been
dare
the entire
you
time.
spoil a 22-year-old movie? You
But-
fucking
How-
disgusting
imagine.
piece of shit.
People were mad. People were mad at what Val Kilmer for being an asshole on set too, though. They were all kind of like pompous dickheads. They were all. They were all. But the one thing about Brando is he kind of brought a level of genius to that film that couldn't have been there without Brando, right? Like
couldn't have been refusing to stand up. Where like the costume was his idea because he didn't want to get sunburned.
He recast the guy that was one of his sons with the 2 foot tall homie. The smartest thing
That's
you
right.
could
Yeah,
do in the world.
he insisted 2 foot tall homie be there.
Yeah, Marlon Brando's the reason why we had a career for Vern Troyer. Like you have to.
I thought Warwick Davis was the reason for that.
What, Vern Troyer?
Yeah.
No, like the character Mini-Me.
I mean a trailblazer for little people on the silver screen, Billy.
Yeah,
You're just
I
gonna
mean more literally,
demean
Ben.
all of the good little
You think
people
Vern
that-
couldn't have made it on his own merits?
I
Maybe
represent the Lollipop Guild, and I can't believe the things you're saying.
maybe he could have made it on his merits, but his breakout role was as Mini-Me, and Mini-Me wouldn't have existed if not for the Island of Dr. Moreau.
If not for a terrifying little thing on the island of Dr. Moreau.
The most amazing character in a film of
Dr.
all
Evil
time.
wouldn't have existed if not for Lorne Michaels. So Lorne Michaels is the birth of all that.
But no. No, because Dr. Evil did exist, and then they brought in Mini-Me because of the joke of what Marlon Brando did on the set
Lorne
of
Michaels
Island of Dr. Moreau.
was Dr. Evil, right? It is Lorne Michaels, right?
Partially, yeah, but he was
Lorne
also
Michaels played Dr. Evil.
Essentially,
But he's
there's a character.
He's not just Lorne Michaels though. He's also like every Bond villain. He's a Bond villain.
That is an
voice is Lorne
impersonation.
Michaels, though.
Yeah, the
that
voice
is an
is.
The voice is
impersonation
Lorne
of Lorne Michaels.
The voice is, yeah, but
just
it's still
like
it's
the
a
guy
Bond villain.
in the Brain Candy movie was in the Kids in the Hall movie. The main antagonist there, Dawn, was
that character was more Lorne Michaels.
was, 'cause he was a
than
corporate
Mystery
guy.
Dr. Evil was.
Oh, yes,
I almost
I
called him
agree.
Mr. Evil.
Didn't you guys see the SNL sketch where Mike Myers explicitly said that Dr. Evil was not based on Lorne Michaels, and then Lorne Michaels did the thing with his pinky and said, yes.
Yeah.
But this has already been debunked.
It's true. Fully debunked.
There's
On
video
SNL.
evidence.
Lorne Michaels' show.
By the way, Kids in the Hall doing their actual sketch comedy show and bringing it back for Amazon.
Fuck yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Very exciting.
And I saw
Very exciting.
Scott Thompson and David Allen Greer kind of like chit-chatting back and
Dag.
forth. And I was like, wow, those two, it's like the whitest sketch comedy show and the blackest sketch comedy show.
The whitest
like,
kids you know. The whitest kids you know was the whitest.
No.
The whitest kids you know is the blackest sketch comedy show I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
pretty sad.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Bite Size Cobra Vids. Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
In the chat.
A king.
Actually, Mark McKinney did blackface on Kids in the Hall as like a blues musician back in the day.
I mean, if you didn't do blackface on a 90s sketch show, like what were you even doing?
In Canada.
Yeah, Mr. Show
Yeah.
did blackface. Remember, there was that entire season of where is it? What was that Canadian? There's that entire season of SCTV that was in blackface.
Yep,
remember
you're right.
Jonathan Candy?
Yes, you're right. You are right.
Jonathan Candy.
More like Jonathan Licorice Candy because of all the blackface he did.
I'm
Got
pretty
him.
sure there was an entire season of Canada that was in blackface.
Yeah, see, there he is. There's Mark McKinney.
1987 was a weird year.
And that would have coincided with Trudeau in blackface too, as
His
well.
name was Mississippi Gary. Yeah, it probably was around the same time. That's
Mississippi
fun to watch.
Gary.
Yeah,
Don't
his name
you
was
guys
Mississippi
remember Degrassi Blackface High?
Oh my
I
God.
learned
Yep.
a lot. I learned a lot about drugs.
I'm pretty
They're
sure.
bad.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Drake is a white guy who has been doing blackface since Degrassi and never took it off.
He's in character, baby.
Oh my God.
He's a pro.
Yeah, I mean, like, only a black person or a white person in blackface would go to Toronto Raptors games and sit in the front row, right?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, guys, the worst comedian to do blackface is Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal's Louisiana Jazz Man, because that was also not funny. Like, look,
that was the offensive thing, was the lack of humor about it. Like, should I be saying this? I'm all for blackface if it's funny. That's a sentence I said.
well, I was trying to imply it, but now that you've said it out loud, I'm going to have to disagree just on general principle.
anything can be.
You guys
funny.
can quote Asterios on that.
Actually, Billy Crystal did this thing where he was also like in like a Negro League baseball team.
Yikes!
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal is like the king of like before we all agreed not to do that. Billy Crystal like dined out on blackface for 2 decades.
Oh yeah.
Anything can be a joke. Not everything is a joke.
Right. All right. Let's do this news shit. We talk about how dumb Biden is. Like,
Let's get into the news.
Let's get into the news now. Here we go.
Bododio.
It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
At our stupidity. Blech. DP Action News. Saw Mitch DC in the chat. What's up? What's up, Mitch? Thank you for the
Mitch
intro.
DC. You know, Mitch DC, even though a lot of the people in the Discord disagree with you politically, I was cool with having you around.
Not even though a lot of people in our Discord have some sort of isms. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So Mitch, you could always come back.
No, not only that, Mitch, come back and we'll kick them all out.
Oh, damn.
Everyone but you.
Everyone but you, Mitch. Just me and you in bed,
What?
Mitch.
Mitch, you're doing this in our chat? Oh, you Nazi.
What?
You Nazi.
No, that was John Cena.
Oh, Mitch is
Nazi.
white powering up.
Look it, you're doing this. The OK sign.
It's the John Cena sign.
Nazi.
It's a John Cena
He would
sign.
do a double one. He's a double Nazi.
He's supporting John Cena as all.
Yeah, it's the white people are okay.
And you know what, Mitch? You know, Mitch, I'm going to say the opposite of what these guys are saying. You were probably shitting up the Discord with your crap.
I'll tell you what.
Like,
You're probably bad at
I'll tell you what.
leave forever.
Let me lay my point out before you disagree with me. I get it. You're a conservative, and the Discord is mostly liberal, and you feel like, well, I got to say the other
know what
side.
else,
Well,
though?
if these guys are going to say this, I got to say that. Mitch, you don't always have to give the other side. Sometimes
You don't have
let
to.
these liberals play liberal ball.
He's also Belgian. He's like a
gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
And
I
they
never
share
saw.
a
I mean, that
border
is
with
gross.
the
Like, fucking,
Dutch.
look, be French or German. Like, pick a fucking side.
No,
like,
it's
you don't
not
get
German,
to just
it's
be
Dutch.
Belgian.
What do you
It's
have
not
against
German,
waffles?
It's Dutch.
No, Belgian is French and German.
No.
Yes.
No, I've been to Belgium.
Yes. As a member of the EU, I am a member of the EU.
Yeah,
I have.
There's a
I
little
have- I
bit
have
of
my
German.
credentials.
Hold on, wait. There's a little bit of German in
It's half and half.
No, it's not. In Eastern Belgium, like there's a little tip that's German, but most of it is French and Dutch.
I'll show you a little tip that's German, motherfucker.
Heyo.
That's not German. But you're right. It is a little
I had erectile dysfunction until I taught my penis how to salute.
It's a spiky cat penis.
Exactly. You'd be lucky to have it because it
Meow,
ain't
meow,
coming
meow,
out. It's
meow.
coming out.
I'm
It's coming out
allergic.
ugly.
I'm allergic.
I'm allergic to having sex with Scott.
I'm allergic to cat semen.
No, Belgium is half French, half German. There's no Dutch
it's
involved.
not.
Dutch is just gay German. That's
it's not.
It's just an offshoot. Yes.
Wow.
I'm very educated.
Okay,
Sorry,
bottom line,
I have
look,
to take this
it's
call
possible
during the
to be
show.
a conservative without expressing it at every possible opportunity. Just
Yes,
lay
and
out
same
sometimes.
for liberal. Sometimes you don't have to say everything all the time. You like if you
Who's
say
calling you?
nothing, nothing changes. Just shut the fuck up all the time. It's great.
Now, or do you want to wait a little bit?
Is it Joe?
Well, that's not.
Sounds like Joe.
What's happening?
Maybe I'll meet up with you afterwards.
And aroused.
Sounds like Joe's sending audio dick pics.
What is going on here?
That's great.
This is an emergency.
We're
This
not
is
just
highly
gonna ignore
unprofessional.
this.
I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna fire Billy from the show.
Master Graham from
I would
Joe.
never do that.
Master
What is
Graham.
going
I've got
on?
a Master Graham here.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
What the fuck is going on?
Phone call.
fuck
Got
is
invited.
happening?
Got invited out to dinner. I'll have you guys know. I said I was busy.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm a good guy.
What
I
a
told him.
professional. What a
I'm
professional.
a professional. I could have easily just been like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes and told you guys I had a doctor appointment.
Why would you have a doctor appointment
My
at
back,
7
man,
p.m.?
My back.
What kind, yo, did the idiots believe you? Who the fuck is a night doctor appointment?
I was going to tell you guys that, so I did not have to test whether or not the idiots would believe me. Because I was honest with you. I was honest with you.
And I've said before, and
Make sense of one thing he says here. Point out one coherent thought in this 30 seconds of footage.
And I've said before, and I apologize to repeat. Oh, I didn't. I did tell you you were taking my massive security advisor. I'm leaving out a lot of people here. I apologize. I'm going to get in trouble. But anyway, we'll get back to that. But we, you know, there's a lot that is happening. I used to.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, look, he appeared to get distracted by someone new that he saw about 6 seconds into it.
But what did he say?
Oh, I don't know.
He said, you would not believe the blowjob I'm getting under this table right now.
You wouldn't believe.
That would be an excuse for him to not know what the fuck is going on. I wish that was happening.
Can we hear that one
Maybe
more
he's just
time?
constantly getting blown. Maybe Dr. Jill has been under there the whole time, just knobbing him off.
One more time.
And I've said before, and I apologize to repeat. Oh, I didn't.
I said before, and I apologize for and then his mind tracked off, and he said,
Yeah,
this,
and then he's
"Oh,
like, squirrel.
oh, squirrel,
Squirrel."
and then let's see where he goes from, oh,
Yeah.
squirrel.
Did tell you you were taking my massive security advisor.
He said, there's da-da-da-da, my security advisor. So maybe the security advisor got his attention off screen. Maybe that was it.
There's not a lot of people here. I apologize.
He said, you know what? There's a lot of people here. I apologize. Let me get back on track. He's having a senior
I should
moment.
stop noticing them.
Okay, have you guys never worked as a diaper changer at an old folks home? Like he's having
no, but I did at a furry convention, and I met my friend Scrapper Steve, and now we stream together.
Yeah,
that's cute.
He's having a senior moment.
That's cute.
Quit picking on Grandpa. He's not all there.
I called it cerebral flatulence in the title.
Did he just say there's a lot of people in this room, and then it went to we're gonna get in trouble?
Yeah, I didn't get the. Yeah, I think he said I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't know really what
Is
for.
his security advisor browbeating him for losing his place while
He's
reading?
like, come on. That was like my elementary school teachers.
Okay, we need to go open up whatever the Secret Service's obligations are. Are they obligated to protect him against elder abuse? I feel like
probably.
I feel like he's being elder abused right now. And if Secret Service is not taught on elder abuse, they might not know this.
Who's elder abusing him, though?
His security advisor.
Himself?
You saw he looked.
His security advisor is not elder abusing him. His security advisor is standing over in the corner, and Joe notices him. He's like, "Hey, Dan," and Dan's like, "Do your fucking speech. It's the G7."
We're not getting a second term out of Joe Biden. We may not even get a full first.
This might be a first-term abortion.
The way I see it, and I've been saying this for a while. At first, it was kind of a joke, but I see Kamala as sitting president running against whoever the Republican is.
The way I see it, Biden was doing a fine job, and then that security advisor came in and said, "You better tell them about all the good stuff that America's doing." And then he says, "Oh God, there's Dan, my security advisor. I'm going to get in trouble."
I see Biden handing the presidency to Kamala. She will not have to be primaried.
Look at all of his
I don't like that. I think that's a sneaky backdoor way.
He can do it,
to
though.
get your first.
He can do it tomorrow.
I know, but I think it's a sneaky backdoor way to get your first woman president. You should have to elect it because we tried that with Hillary, and America, the most racist country in the world, said we would rather have a black guy than any woman.
I'm very
in 2008
to having sex with Scott.
Hey, Matthew Krecklau is very non-allegoric.
Matthew Krecklau wants to have sex with Scoot.
With Scott.
I mean, I'm all for having sex with Scott.
Scott, will you say Matthew Krecklau's name?
Matthew Krecklau.
Matthew
Krecklau.
Yeah.
Y'all see? Matthew Krecklau.
Matthew Krecklau's going to fap to that. Y'all see Matthew Krecklau?
I want to say this about Joseph Robinette Biden.
Robinette.
It's like, has he ever sounded normal? Like, this is the thing. Everyone's like, oh,
Yes.
he's aging. He's having all these senior moments.
He was
heard
better
Joseph
younger.
Biden
Oh my God.
say,
Dude,
look,
I actually considered.
Can I make my point?
Sorry.
Let him make his point.
Like, I've heard this guy speaking for years, for decades. Like, he's always had word salad. Remember, like 25 years ago, when he was like Barack Obama, he's clean as a whistle. Like, he always just says weird nonsense, and then he
does say weird stuff.
Now he's just saying weird nonsense slower.
Exactly.
But he's always said weird shit.
But he used to say the weird nonsense with assurance.
He was still sharper.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Confidence. The confidence was different.
That's
Look at the fucking beverage bar all these sons of bitches have.
He looks different.
They have
too.
2 bottles of fucking
sparkling
glass bottles of water, regular and sparkling, at their table, and Biden has goddamn orange juice on deck too.
I mean, this is the summit of what the top 7 wealthiest nations on earth.
Not only that, fucker's got his own bottle of hand sanitizer right there at the table too.
We'll get back to that. But
it's the EU-US summit.
You know, there's a lot that is happening. I used to.
So here's the thing.
There's a lot that is happening.
Biden had a train of thought. He got interrupted by his security advisor in his train of thought. His mind drifted. He caught himself drifting, said, "I'm going to get in trouble," and then he couldn't get his thought back.
I love how I'm the one that actually voted for Biden, and you didn't vote for him, and you're defending him, and I'm like, he sucks.
I'm not defending him.
It's almost like Billy is a contrarian no matter what, and inconsistency be damned. He'll always take up the other side just to be sort of annoying.
I'm not picking sides. I'm explaining what's going on here. You asked what's going on here.
Okay.
And I'm giving you the answer.
Check this out. This is at the end of an interview. While he was walking off, you know how like at these White House press conferences, they just rattle off questions and hope they'll react to them. So Biden got
Mr. Biden, what's your problem?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you so confident he'll change his behavior, Mr. President?
Yeah, I'm not confident changing behavior. What the hell? What do you do?
See, he was on his way out, and I was like, "What? What?
What the hell? What are you doing?
What the hell? What are you doing?" Geneva, Switzerland. So he must be in Europe right here.
So when did I say I was confident?
You said in the next 6 months you'll be able to determine.
What I said was, let's get it straight. I said what will change their behavior is if the rest of the world reacts to them and it diminishes their standing in the world. I'm not confident of anything. I'm just stating the fact.
But given
I will
his past
say this.
behavior has not changed. And in that press conference after
Biden might be a spineless pussycat, old man dripping down the drain of his last little sips of vitality or swirling the drain, and he'll die soon, but he peps the fuck up when there's some mansplaining to do.
Yep. I love when
Hold on. Okay, gotta bring everything together. I gotta tell a woman something.
Yeah.
I love when he was like, in high school, I would have taken him behind the gym. Because I picture both of them as like the Jets and the Sharks.
Yeah.
Like behind the gym with their switchblades.
Coke.
Yep.
Having
Corn
like gang fights where you dance.
Corn Pop shows up.
And then they make out.
sitting down with you for several hours.
I want to see, like, let's do the behind the gym brawl between Biden and Trump to the death. Because one of them will die anyway, right?
Yeah.
I put my money on
both of them
Trump.
will die. Like,
In a fight.
I doubt either of these two are the forever humans.
Let's be honest, in a fight, though, who would win? I would probably pick Trump because he's bigger. He's fatter, but Biden looks like a weird...
I feel like Biden would show up with a chain.
No. Let's do just like two men enter, one man leaves, Thunderdome, no weapon.
I think it's entirely the key variable is Biden's frailty. Like, how frail is he actually? Does Biden have one round in him? If he's got one round in him, he wins.
I'm gonna look up Biden's height
because Trump's what, like 6'2"? 6'1"?
Biden's 6 foot tall. Trump is 6'3".
It's not too big of a difference.
Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. Biden is gonna win because Biden's gonna be scrappy and cheat.
The Secret Service will kill Trump,
and I don't
before
think
he kills the president.
I don't think Trump's ever had to fight, and I feel like Biden has.
Maybe.
I agree. I think in their primes, no question, Joe Biden. Like, it's entirely dependent currently on his frailty. If he's got like a couple good shots in him, he wins. Like, Trump can't do shit. Trump is a baby.
This could be the next big celebrity boxing match. Someone call Triller. Someone get Triller on the line.
Get Triller on the horn.
Hello, Triller.
Ahoy, hoy, Triller.
Hold on, Triller. I'm getting a call.
Ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy, hoy. Yeah.
I just want everybody right now to apologize to Biden.
Why?
He's just a man explaining his lifestyle.
Let's see what he did. Would you like to apologize for not voting for him?
He even refused to say Alexei Navalny's name. So how does that account to a constructive meeting as President Putin?
You don't understand that. You're in the wrong business.
It's a summit with China next.
Cool, we need to look. Cool, we need to look. Quickly, let's go. Quickly, cool.
He's got his aviators on. Now he's gonna go get an ice cream.
Gotta have the aviators.
I was about to use the phrase.
Dude, motherfucker loves ice cream. If you just Google image search Joe Biden ice cream, you will find thousands of different images from the last 3 decades of Joe Biden with ice cream. No lie.
Yeah, I went to search Trump with ice cream, and it just gave me Trump with Epstein.
Pragmatic diplomacy.
A classic.
And then we've
Are
got
you sure you didn't mean?
Yeah.
a somewhat. I think the president got his back up there
He
a
was
little
angry.
bit, Casey, about the implication that somehow he was expressing confidence that Putin changed his behavior, and then just pretty dismissive of the follow-up question as if.
All right, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Biden's always dismissive though. That's like a Biden trait.
That's the move.
Remember how abrasive Biden
And
was with
also-
the crowd at was it a USO?
Yeah,
and he was like, "You guys better laugh."
How do you think about how do you think he was with Putin though? Who do you think was the one running that conversation?
I didn't see Biden.
It's
talk with
weird
Putin.
though, because I'm sure there was a translator there, so you can't really go back and forth as aggressively with someone.
You don't think Biden speaks English?
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
I
I'll
almost
give you
fell
that
for
one.
that. I almost fell for it.
That's really good.
I almost did.
I saw
I'll
Putin
allow
sing. Wasn't Putin sing the Blueberry Hill song like on a Russian Idol?
Was he?
Isn't there a
Dude, I've seen.
I swear I've seen a video of Putin singing. I've found my thrill.
Did you know Putin's a martial artist?
Oh, Putin rides bears.
It's crazy though, because I've seen this video of this guy that totally could have kicked Putin's ass, getting his ass kicked by Putin.
Oh, because he.
The same thing. Have you seen Putin play hockey?
Does he play hockey?
Oh, dude, yeah, he'll play these exhibition games where, like, with professional Russian hockey players, where he scores 10 goals.
Man, Maybe our private show tomorrow should just be delving into Putin.
You know what? No lie.
Being awesome.
No lie. There was this gimmick that happened in Detroit in the late 90s where Gordie Howe came out of retirement at 70 years old and played for this new team called the Detroit Vipers. And when Gordie Howe took the ice, no one would touch him in a game that's full contact where you get your head knocked off. No one wanted to hurt 70-year-old Gordie Howe. He was the hero of every guy playing there that night. So they would let him go and score goals.
Go get a goal, Gord.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Like if he can.
If we're gonna play clips of reporters shouting at presidents, you should play that clip of that lady shouting questions at Putin.
I'm not familiar. Could you link me?
Yeah. I'll find her right now.
All right,
Give me
thank
just
you.
1 second.
Uh-oh. Did she move anymore?
Yeah,
No,
I
she's
mean,
dead.
she got really in Putin's face, and it was like, and everyone's like really worried about that lady now.
Was she from
That lady's
Pussy
in
Riot?
trouble.
She may have been from Pussy Riot. Any woman who's
Is Pussy Riot still in jail?
Oh,
no, she got out. Did you ever see the thing where they had a public orgy? The girls from Pussy Riot had a public orgy,
actually.
and the one that was in jail for the really long time was pregnant at it. It was so weird. It was at a place. They had a public orgy in a place where they knew they'd go to prison for doing it.
I heard that Trump was gonna trade Julian Assange for Pussy Riot, but Pussy Riot wouldn't consent. So
here, I'll grab your link here.
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
I'll have to just play this from the browser. Give me a second here.
Yeah, it'll play automatically. Yeah, there you go. If you just hit
I have
play,
to
it'll just run
unmute.
it.
I have my browser muted. Now I have it unmuted. All right, let's see.
Amazon Prime Day 2021. CNN_ is your guide
look
to
at
one
this
of the
cool
biggest
Asterios. Who?
Piece of shit.
Who's
What
paying you? I
Turn on that pesky ad block.
Yeah.
Turn off that pesky dad cock.
Oh my god. All right.
The list of your political opponents who are dead, prisoned, or jailed is long. Alexei Navalny's organization calls for free and fair elections, an end to corruption. But Russia has outlawed that organization, calling it extremist. And you have now prevented anyone who supports him to run for office. So my question is, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Why you a bitch?
Right. Well, once again, I would like to repeat what I said about so-called foreign agents and the people who say that they are part of the unauthorized opposition.
You know, he's very likely the richest man in the world. If you Google a Vladimir Putin net worth, it's more than the top 3 richest people that we know of combined. It's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
It's why he hates us so much, because like every time we sanction Russia, we're locking down parts of his personal fortune.
Yep.
I've already spoken to your colleagues. Now I have to repeat that to you. Okay, once again, the US has passed a law which said that the US would particularly favor individual organizations in Russia, and at the same time they declared the Russian Federation as an enemy. They publicly declared that they will try to contain Russia. My question is, which organizations, which political organizations in the US are going?
It's ironic how at one point in his life he was a KGB agent, and now he's like probably the biggest capitalist pig on Earth, right?
Yes.
it's
a good character arc.
Yeah.
I like it.
They should make movies about this motherfucker someday. I
They
mean,
will.
it's pretty amazing. Honestly, and how he was like at one point, because of the Russian laws, from the time the Federation was first set up, there were term limits, and he let his puppet be president for 4 years and then changed the laws, and now he's lifetime president.
Yeah, I think we'll probably get a movie funded by Putin himself about Putin, or if the regime change ever happens.
Be a good movie.
Are we going to get banned from RT now? You know,
I hope not.
Oh shit.
We've been on RT before. There's a woman with a very Russian name that contacts us to be on RT. Everyone we talk to on RT isn't Russian, but the person who's like running the show is. It's interesting.
Oh yeah. RT reached out to me like a while ago and was like, "Would you like to be on the show?" And I was like, "Absolutely no, I don't." Like, absolutely not.
No lie, we were on the show with Tara Reid. The woman who accused Joe Biden of raping her.
Oh, not even the cool Tara Reid?
No,
Yeah, I was hoping it was the cool.
not the 90s.
The Pussycat
I
Doll.
fanboyed out a minute when I saw it in the title, but I was like, oh, this one? Yeah.
Polly Boyko was the lady that reached out to us.
Oh, I wasn't even going to say her name.
Well, she works for RT.
Well, now you have.
She works for RT. She works for RT.
So Putin obviously just doesn't answer the question and like obfuscates for like minutes. But then the nice thing is this reporter comes back, and the reporter maybe if you fast forward you'll see it, but the reporter's like, "You didn't answer my question, jackass. What are you so afraid of? Why do you
be supported by the US, especially if they pay them. We, the same as the Americans in the 1930s,
translated
have,
interviews are very
endorsed
interesting. They're a
law,
little awkward.
but their work is not prohibited.
I wonder if these translators ever get in trouble. Like if someone like Putin could be like, I don't like how they translated what I said. That's not what I said. You know, because there are.
I think so. Well, yeah. If Putin doesn't like anyone, they're dead.
There are nuances
I would say
in
that applies also to
language.
translators.
There's nuances in language too that make interpretation difficult. Also, I don't know.
If the organization has an extremist character, though, that's another kettle of fish. I just want to tell you that that one in question particularly called for public mass demonstrations and also involved or urged minors to take part in street demonstrations.
Who's taking his place when he dies too? Is it basically a monarchy now?
See,
is like his son gonna take over or whatever?
Earlier when I
we
said,
don't even know who his family is.
Earlier
right?
when I said Trump and Biden weren't forever people, I think Putin might be one of the forever people.
Yeah,
Putin might never die.
They're gonna put his brain in a computer, and it's going to keep running Russia until they can put it in some kind of weird cybernetic body.
I don't think they have to put it in a computer.
Some sort of Krang situation.
A T-1000.
I think he was a direct
or 800.
He was a direct biometric replication of Rasputin, and he's Putin.
Rasputin.
And the next version will become Putin.
Dude, that would be
now
insane.
You're talking.
Let's give that fucker a DNA test. Is he Rasputin?
He's Rasputin.
Rasputin.
He's Rasputin.
And obviously, they were being used or manipulated against the law enforcement agencies. America quite recently had to deal with terrible events.
That's so easy. I wish I would have thought of that. You're a genius.
After the
somebody clip that
murder of, or the killing of
I'm fine with that.
The African American, and Black Lives Matter ensued. I don't want to make any judgment.
He's like bringing up George Floyd, which no one is talking about, and was nowhere near the question. Like, this is like a masterclass.
Why are all your opponents dead? Well, George Floyd.
Was not George Floyd. He was not an opponent of
Black
Putin,
Lives
was he?
Matter. I'm sorry. What was that, buddy?
George Floyd was not an opponent of Putin, was he?
You don't know he wasn't.
Yeah,
that would answer some questions. Actually,
you ask Putin, why are your opponents?
Let's take the heat off the cops for a minute.
Did he bring up George Floyd to say people die that aren't my opponents as well, or was he strict saying George Floyd was a direct opponent of Putin?
Someone in the chat asked,
and you
does
see what
Putin
happened to
have
him?
Children?
I'm confused.
I think that kind of like with Fidel Castro, a lot of his family shit is like kept secret from the public. I don't know. Maybe it is like I don't know. Does Putin have children?
I heard that his children created the band Pussy Riot, and that's why they haven't been executed.
Bringing that up
because that's the only way that the Pussy Riot could succeed.
He loves to say Pussy Riot.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the only.
You would love to start a Pussy Riot.
How else? Why else are they not kiboshed? Because they're Putin's daughters.
No, they're not.
It would. Why else wouldn't Putin just deal with them then?
Not kiboshed. I mean, some of them are in a Siberian prison.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
He has two. He has two known children, and they're both women.
In Pussy Riot.
Sorry, he has two gnome children.
They're gnome.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I want to see them.
Let's watch. Or hold on. Let's.
About that, but
Is this
what
almost
we
done?
saw mass violations of the law and so on and so forth.
It's really interesting.
His daughter, Noam Chomsky,
her
and Noam
fire back
Sayan.
again.
All right.
We sympathize with the Americans, but we do not wish that this kind of thing should happen on our territory, and we will do our utmost to prevent it.
One of
And
Putin's daughters
fears-
was actually the
I don't want to
girl
talk about
rapper
that.
from
It's
The Antwoord.
absolutely irrelevant.
Oh, nice. Russian, South African, same thing.
Same diff.
You didn't answer my question, sir.
Oh,
if
shit.
all of
They're
your
both
political
weird white
opponents
people.
are dead, in prison, poison,
They're like, why you let so many Americans into Switzerland? Damn it!
doesn't that send a message that
Thought you motherfuckers were neutral.
you do not want a fair political fight?
Well,
Wow, he's got a tick. Did you hear that?
Yes. Would someone kill this woman?
on the question of
Can someone please kill woman?
who is
Why
murdering
has
who,
no one
Also
killed this
kill
woman?
moose and squirrel.
Moose and Square.
people rioted and went into the Congress in the U.S. with
And now he's
political
bringing up
demands.
Now he's bringing up the insurrection. It's just
He's really going.
about
I respect
What
that.
aboutism?
He's like, what's dumb stuff Americans talk
you get-
about? I'm
did
gonna
you get
do
my
that,
video
and
I
maybe
sent of
people will
Putin?
forget the question.
I sent you a Putin video as well. All right.
Is it King Kobe saying "poot"? Is that your Putin video?
Poot, yeah.
Don't step on his joke.
Poot,
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
No,
Of course it's that.
it's not that.
Is that exactly what
It's
it
not
is?
that.
I apologize.
It's not that. It's not
Well,
that.
it is similar. It is about Putin. There's no way he's like, here's another clip of Vladimir Putin talking
Here's
about
Vladimir
foreign policy.
Putin doing a second thing. No,
You
it's
guys-
going to be stupid.
No,
I
You guys
agree.
want
I'm
to?
with
You guys want to make a bet on it?
I don't know. The jazz hands are throwing me off. I don't know what to do with that.
Oh no.
Scoot, can you tell Poopy Joe the cat has a sweet boy?
Do it.
Scoot, can you tell Poopy Joe the cat that he's a sweet boy?
Tell him, Poopy Joe, you're a sweet boy.
Poopy Joe the cat.
I believe it.
Boy.
I'll say it sight unseen.
Thank you, George Kexon. Have you ever said that a cat wasn't a sweet boy when asked to say a cat's a sweet boy?
No, I got to support the team.
Did you have a favorite character in the Island of Dr. Moreau? Like from a...
Yeah, the Chinese cat guy.
Maling?
Yeah. He rocks.
He was played by a German, right?
No, he's played by a Chinese guy.
I think he's played by a German.
Look, either right or I'm but
well, now I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure. Well, now I got to do research. That wasn't part of the deal tonight. I'm sure it was an Asian guy. If not Chinese, then Japanese. Dirty knees, look at these.
I just watched
it's
it like
something
2 days
that.
ago. And there was the
yeah,
cat.
but you can't identify the race of cat people. That's Daddy's job.
The cat Maling, which is why I thought maybe that was the one. It's played by a guy named Marco Hofschneider.
Yeah,
German
Chinese
actor.
guy.
German actor.
Look at this shit.
Okay, so what? So he was doing cat Yellowface?
I don't know. Meowface.
How'd you like to work a shoot jiu-jitsu match with Putin? Oh, look at that.
Would you rather put over
Putin? Hold on. What?
Just black belts getting rocked by Putin?
Yeah, look at this.
Would you rather put over Putin or
Flat
Goldberg?
back bump.
Putin's
Scott.
science is just too tight.
Scott, would you rather put over Vladimir Putin or Goldberg?
Putin, but don't make me say why. I think he has better credentials.
One time, the Serbian girl tried to tell me Putin is a handsome man.
He is.
No, he's not.
You don't think Putin's a handsome man?
Now, in his day, he's pretty good.
Maybe in his day.
He's pretty good.
No, if there were gays in Russia, they'd all want to fuck Putin. And all the women want to fuck Putin.
No. Well, yes, they do out there.
Yeah.
It's the power. It's
not just the power.
No, it's the power.
He's
It's
a
all
good-looking
power.
dude.
No, he's not.
Maybe
Come
not to your
on.
American sensibilities. Ben prefers like a guy from a 90s punk pop band.
I do?
That's the type of guy Ben thinks is cute. And
Do
Putin's
I?
not a 90s punk pop guy. Ben would be like, CM Punk, very handsome man. Is he about to kick him like all over like dominoes? What's that gingerly run? Are his sleeves too short? What's going on here?
Oh, it's a high step run.
I don't know. His sleeves look super short, like he was a baby chasing after a ball.
That's how they do gi sleeves.
Did he just do a barrel roll?
Yeah, they do tumbles.
My guy, dude, Putin might be
Now
the
they're doing
greatest.
back and forth.
He might be the greatest dictator in the world. Oh my god, he looks like a teddy bear. You ever seen that? Was it Charlie Kaufman movie?
You know he's not tough. I mean,
Anomalisa. He looks like the character from Anomalisa.
Kinda, yeah.
Sokar.
yeah. Look at they picked a guy. The guy that they picked to spar with Putin is smaller than him, by the way, too. He's way younger, obviously, but he's not going to get any takedowns on him.
Well, they actually, you think the guy's throwing it? They actually just poisoned him before the match.
He maybe even he's like the instructor at this place or something. You don't know.
And the other thing is, Putin is like a little short guy. There's that famous picture of Putin next to Obama where Obama's like 2 feet taller than him.
How tall was Obama?
I think he was 6'2", 6'1", maybe. Barack Obama. I was balling like an athlete, but I got no jumper. Obama actually had a jumper.
He did have a jumper. He's got that sick, like, Larry Bird, like, barely jump 3.
Yeah, I think he could do the finger roll, too. Joj, welcome to the Patreon. Everybody sign up for the Patreon this month.
So let's talk about it for a minute.
We got 2 private shows coming up this month. $5 gets you the private shows. Joj knows. $10 gets you all types of other over-the-top content. $50 gets you what I like to call an under-the-table Brumsky. That's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
Actually, pretty soon, it's in the works. We don't know which level yet, but we're gonna do a booking committee level on Patreon where we get
great.
Some fans to help us book Actual Mania. We're gonna have a private meeting once a month at the beginning of each month, where we will. We're not gonna guarantee we always listen to. We're not gonna always follow the advice, but
I guarantee
we'll listen to it.
whatever advice you give, I will be contrarian to it.
I won't. Not all.
They want the
That's
experience,
probably
Ben.
true.
They want the real
They do.
experience.
That's what they pay for. Now, Billy, quick update on Dr. Moreau related things.
Yeah.
I was not talking about Maling. I was talking about Lo Mai, the cat guy.
Oh, shit.
Maling is like a weird dog guy.
Okay.
And and Lo Mai is played by Mark Dacascos, an Asian American Pacific Islander. Not racist. And I just posted pictures in the chat of his finest role.
What was his finest role?
Fucking Lo Mai and Dr. Moreau.
Oh.
But just so you know what guy I'm talking about.
Am I the only person who, when Scott said that, thought, Lo Mai, the cat guy? Lo.
Lo Mai, the cat guy.
Is this good, or does he just suck at music?
Does this not look good?
No.
This is nothing. This is like a 4-year-old's piano recital.
It's Putin.
God, orchestral.
Is that the Super Bowl ring that he stole from the owner of the New England
Probably,
Patriots?
yeah.
You ever hear that story? Have you ever heard that?
He stole a Super Bowl ring from Robert Kraft?
Yes. Yeah, he was like, no lie. This story is 100% verifiable. So he met Robert Kraft somewhere, and Robert Kraft had his
Probably getting jerked off by
I assume maybe at a waxing parlor, Asterios.
So like yes, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, so Robert Kraft was wearing one of his big ass diamond crusted gold Super Bowl rings, and Putin was like, "Let me see that. Can I hold it?" And like he lets him hold it. And then,
hold on, stop right there. Is this literally like a Fidel Castro on The Simpsons with the $1 million bill?
This is what happened. So all of a sudden, Putin's security surround Putin, and Putin just leaves with the ring. Just disappears.
That's literally the thing of The Simpsons. Like, may I see it? And then just take,
Which came
That's
first?
awesome. Simpsons.
Oh, did it?
Simpsons did it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Simpsons did it.
And
like mid-90s.
And then Robert Kraft had to call his buddy G-Dub to call Putin and be like, hey, can you give my buddy's ring back to him, please? And he got it back.
That's very funny.
The piano's not the impressive
Kraft,
part
He can spare a couple. He's got like 8. Don't be a baby, Kraft.
Let Putin have one.
Let Putin have the ring, baby.
Let poor Putin have
Yeah,
one.
let poor baby
Putin have one Super Bowl
That's
ring.
one
It's
of the
the
few
least he
things.
deserved.
That's one of the few things money can't buy, unless, like, a dead football player's estate is selling.
Or
it
unless you're
something.
like, I don't know, the dozens, if not hundreds, of football players who completely squander their money and then have to sell their Super Bowl.
Sure, that
But
kind
why?
of thing.
But why buy one when you could just take it and walk away?
Scott,
That's
what is
the
this
move.
furry shit you're sending me in my DMs
That's
right now?
Mark Damascus.
We have to finish watching
Show
Putin
it
for
to
a second.
Billy.
Listen to this absolute mad lad Chad Putin.
This is.
He's killing
Why
the
would
game
he
right
do
now.
this?
Because
Is he so
Because he can do
insulated that he
whatever the
thinks he's
fuck
good?
he wants.
He's Cobes. He's Cobes with power. You can fast forward into a little bit and watch him sing. Just watch this man sing. Watch this man sing. Watch this. Watch this man sing.
I love what. You know what? I don't want to fast forward it because I love the little smirk on his face
He's
while he's
about to
approaching.
kill it.
Like,
Yeah.
He knows.
He's like, I'm gonna crush this. I'm so good.
We're banned from RT now forever.
I don't think so. I love this guy. I support. I cash his checks.
Do you really?
No.
Oh my God. Like, yes.
Okay, y'all, ready to get those boners? Ready to get those Putin boners?
Oh my God.
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
Oh, heel.
Blueberry Hill.
Blueberry Hill.
Well,
Is that
Gerard Depardieu? That's Gerard.
Yes.
He's pulling a Gerard Depardieu.
Fuck yes. What a cameo.
Do you remember that movie he did where he pretended to be his daughter's lover?
Yeah, lover.
Oh, the
Catherine
best.
Heigl, right? Wasn't he boning?
My
Was it
Father the Hero.
Was it Catherine Heigl?
Yeah, I
that
think
he
it was
boning?
teenage Catherine Heigl.
Yeah, like 13-year-old Catherine Heigl.
Yeah. And didn't he recently get canceled for basically having My Daughter the hero? Like he was doing it.
I think so, but it was France, so nobody really cared.
He got canceled like 15 years ago because he pulled his pants down on an airplane.
He's Gerard Depardieu.
The best way to die is challenging Putin to a casual arm wrestling competition.
Look at the fucking lines in
Goldie
his skull.
Hawn, Kurt Russell.
On each side of his
Kevin
forehead.
Costner.
What the fuck are these?
I love this.
People giving the acting performance of a lifetime.
Kevin Costner, Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, Gerard Depardieu.
He's got antennae.
Those are called power horns, Ben. All gods of mischief have
Power
those.
horns.
He's a Loki variant,
None
Ben.
of us have
Duh.
that shit sticking out of our head right now. I'm
'Cause
just
you're not a
pointing that
god of
out.
mischief.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh my God! Why are these children holding hands inside of a DNA strip?
Where
What are
is
they-
this? Is this
what are
in
they
Russia?
fighting for?
Is this in Russia?
What are they fighting? Is this a fundraiser against autism? What is this?
Is this in Russia?
Fundraiser against autism.
Not even Trump would have done this.
Well, no, Trump couldn't have done this. Is what
And
you
that's
mean
why
to say,
Putin
right?
is cooler.
No, he could have.
You think Trump could sing
I
this
love
well?
Trump's dancing that he tried to do, like his 70-year-old white guy
Remember when
dancing.
Trump gave the
shoulder dance?
Giuliani a Brumsky and Giuliani and Drag a Brumsky?
That was pre-president, though.
You part of me still.
You part of me still.
For you were my thrill.
Where's Steven Seagal? Is he here somewhere?
Who is that
This
coke
does seem
wench?
like a Seagal type situation.
Who is that coke
He's gonna
wench
pop out of a
with,
cake.
with Kevin Costner there?
I
Who is
love that scene.
Who is this woman? She's got the
cake scene.
the composure of Gollum. What is going on?
I like her posture.
Yeah.
No lie.
Blueberry Hill.
Oh, dude, he's taking the mic off this. Is that
Cal Penn.
Sharon Stone?
No, is it? It's Cal Penn. That's Kumar, right?
Is it?
Not Cal Penn.
That's Cal Penn.
So,
dude,
that couldn't
looks
be
like-
less
That's Cal Penn and Sharon
You are
Stone.
you're an idiot.
It's Cal Penn.
That looks like Sharon
it's
Stone.
not Cal Penn.
It's Cal Penn
hold
and
on.
Sharon Stone. Cal Penn.
There's a reason it might be Cal Penn because Cal Penn worked in Obama's communications office.
I understand what Cal Penn has done with his life. That doesn't change the fact that this person who doesn't look like Cal Penn
It's Cal
is
Penn.
Cal Penn.
It's Cal Penn or it's Fushidu.
I love Basic Instinct shows.
please to showing a vagina.
I love leg crossing scene.
Bring my boat with me.
Maybe it wasn't Cal Penn. Yeah, remember the time?
It was Hari Kondabolu.
Natalia. It's Natasha and Natalia.
Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, Kevin Costner, Sharon Stone were, according to CBS, were all there. But there's got to be more celebrities.
I knew that was Sharon Stone. That was definitely Sharon Stone. Yeah, there's Kurt Russell right there. And
Yeah,
Goldie.
we saw Kurt and Goldie earlier.
This was in 2010.
This is so fucked up. They're all blowing Putin. This was in Russia, right?
I'm not sure where this was.
This was in St. Petersburg at a fundraiser for a children's charity.
I was gonna say, I don't think Putin's allowed to do this outside of his own territory.
The wind in the willow.
Wind in the willow.
In the willow. Melodies. But all of the sounds we made were never.
How did they find a whole band full of black people in St. Petersburg?
You gotta respect that.
Goldie
In
Hawn in
Russia,
the audience.
like
They
that's
can fly
impressive.
anybody they want out.
Every black dude in Russia, right
like,
here.
what?
Luckily, each one plays a different instrument.
Right.
Yeah, look at that Cal Penn. I don't know if that guy. I think that guy's Italian.
I don't know.
I think that's who's ever with Sharon Stone.
There's so
Some
many
guy
people
she was
saying that
married
was
to.
Kumar, and then some people are saying it wasn't Kumar.
Zero.
I don't think it is.
I'm
There's
just gonna
zero
say,
people
did
saying
Kumar date
it was
Sharon
Kumar.
Stone?
That looks more like John Cho than Cal Penn. That looks more like Harold than Kumar.
I think it was Cal Penn.
Did Kumar date Sharon Stone?
Yes.
That's a fun couple. I like that couple.
Okay.
They say the pen is mightier than the stone. It's Blueberry Hill.
Come play the hill with me, baby.
Wow.
We will see what we shall.
Oh, it's like the mid song talk down, Barry White style.
He's basically a lounge singer right now.
Very White style.
How many people here from out of town? Welcome.
Welcome. If you're feeling stomach pain right now, you should not have spoke out against my administration.
Remember to tip wait staff.
Look at that zoom. That was a power zoom.
First time touch black people.
Thank you. Thank you, my chocolate friend.
Can we get another close-up on Cal Penn?
We got one, and it wasn't.
We're banned from RT now.
No, we're not.
We're definitely
they love
banned
us
from
there.
RT.
Yep.
They love us there. If my
Ben,
RT if my RT paycheck stopped coming through, I'm gonna be very mad.
We're fucked now.
I'll be pissed. Ben, the chat wants you to post the furry shit.
What furry shit?
The low link, the Lomai. This will be the first time we don't meet our goal.
Lomai the cat guy.
This will be our first week we don't meet our goal because we spoke out against Russia. We've been getting funneled goal money by RT this entire time.
God damn it. So the shit you sent me, oh my god.
PT Ham is actually RT Ham.
Don't you oh my god me. Don't you take that tone with me, son.
Son? I'm older than you.
You're like 24 years old.
I'm not though. Dude, there's videos of you wrestling in 2005.
Look.
No, that's from like last year. I just I put a filter on it. I put an Instagram filter on it.
You ain't gotta be my baby
Did
to
you
call
like
me daddy.
He's fucking cool.
Did you like the Beauty and the Beast show? You know what I'm talking about? With
I never watched it. I know the one you're talking about.
Ron Perlman was in this
Perlman was the
too.
beast. Yeah.
Ron Perlman was in this.
Ron Perlman was a goat in this.
Yeah, when Joe and I were watching it,
like face though, right?
Yeah,
in
of
Beauty and the
course.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cat-like. Yeah, he was cool.
based
He looked
on-
cool.
I'm pretty sure that was based on a comic book or like a graphic novel or something.
Well, Joe and I
Isn't that
were
just
watching
based on
this.
the fucking story, Beauty and the Beast.
No, it's not. No, it's a totally
go
different
to train.
story.
Woo!
Shows what?
Woo! PT Hammer with the
PT,
tip train.
yeah.
We go. Thank you, PT Hammer. We were when Joe and I were watching this, we kept seeing new characters come on. We're like, oh, that's Ron Perlman. And then it'd be another character like, oh no, that's Ron Perlman. Because every cat
Perlman's the
face
goat.
character looked like Ron Perlman. We thought the goat was him, but then it didn't sound like him, so we were like, and then when the hyena came on, we're like, that's Ron Perlman. And then at the very end,
wait, maybe it is.
No, it's not. The sayer was Perlman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We just thought for sure the hyena was at that point. We were
the hyena does
people.
kind of look like him too. You're not wrong for thinking it's
there
the
were
hyena.
3 people we thought were Ron Perlman, and the one we settled on wasn't, but we did guess the right one at one point.
And Linda Hamilton.
So you thought Perlman was like a furry Eddie Murphy in this movie?
She became kind of a sci-fi fantasy favorite.
Linda Hamilton?
Yes, she was the female lead.
You think it had anything to do with her husband?
No, I don't think she was married to him at this point. 1987? I don't think so. Did she marry?
Was she married to professional figure skater Scott Hamilton?
What year did Terminator 1 come out?
85?
Scott Hamilton from Bowling Green, Ohio. There's actually I lived in Bowling Green, Ohio, and there's a street named after him there.
Nice.
Yeah. What year did Terminator 1 come out?
85.
Okay.
84?
Did they get married from?
It says she married James Cameron in 97.
Okay. Wow, that was way later.
And then Bruce Abbott was her husband from 82
her
to 89.
Role in Terminator got her role on Beauty and the Beast. And by the way, it's not even closely based to it like at all. It's a totally different storyline. It had a good run too. 87.
I never watched
to 90.
the show.
Does it have a cute message about Stockholm syndrome in it?
I mean, if you look at it that way, yeah, probably. Actually,
if it's good, it does.
Look, I am all.
See, it is a cat like. You would say it's more.
He's way more catted up than like your standard beast in Beauty and the Beast. Like he's basically just a lion in this.
I was so mad how bad people were talking about the Island of Dr. Moreau as I was watching it, because like the movie Cats that came out recently, that was a terrible movie. Terrible movie. Horrible movie.
I legally can't agree with you.
You're sick in the head, Scott. But
I'm under contract for another 5 years.
It's actually worth a review.
I understand.
The series stayed like normally a series like this, a low budget syndicated series, wouldn't stick around for 4 or 5 seasons, but this one did because it actually got a following.
You know why?
Well, you had serious stars in
Because
it.
everyone is secretly
No,
a
they
furry.
were not stars
You just
yet.
got to show them the right thing.
Linda Hamilton had already been in Terminator 1.
Terminator 1 was not a big movie. Not like
Got
2.
a sequel.
Yeah,
7
but that
years
was
later.
after this.
I know, 7 years later.
And Ron Perlman hadn't really been in anything.
Yeah,
yet.
we
they
knew
became stars from this
But
kind
the
of shit.
reason why this show stuck is because they were stars in
Well,
the
they were
making.
good.
Yeah, they were.
But they
had.
weren't stars at the time.
People like
They became
furries.
stars because of this.
Scott's got a point.
It was this kind of work that they became stars.
It might be because there was a furry in it.
There's
Is
two
this a
kinds
furry
of people.
character? Is he a cat?
It's absolutely a furry character. It's anthropomorphic. It's part human, part something.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's enough for me.
It's
There's two
actually a
kinds
really
of people in the
good
world:
story.
furries and people who don't know they're furries yet.
For
you just
low
got to show
budget-
someone the right thing, and they're in.
Low budget 80s, 90s syndicated, almost like fantasy drama. Is
I
what
do
it
know.
is
I do
here.
know. My furry attraction was Jessica Rabbit.
She's
fuck
not
off.
a furry.
What, is she not a rabbit?
No.
No, she's into
Oh, come on.
bestiality.
We're setting up
That's
a bit
different.
for him right now.
Oh.
He was like, I know what I'm gonna do to Scott and Ben.
She just humps the rabbit.
Well, then it's like,
Yeah.
then you are into furries because she's a furry.
Interesting.
No, she's
There you go.
she's an outsider dabbling in the furry. She's dipping her toe in the furry. But hold on though, isn't she a cartoon? So that's like a totally different thing. That's like its own thing, right?
Wait, this is a good point.
I guess.
Is that a different fetish? Does furry have to be like a physical, like a person in a suit? That's a good
No,
question.
it can be either. It can absolutely
Okay.
be either.
Can we judge Jessica Rabbit, who is not a human being? She is a toon.
But she is drawn as a human being, whereas Roger
she's
Rabbit is drawn as an
drawn-
anthropomorphic rabbit.
She's in a fictional, almost like Warner Brothers Disney like setting where that is the norm in some cases.
Look, yeah, but in the context of the setting, she is a human.
She's
Look,
not a
if
human.
you're telling
in the
me-
internal logic
not
of
a
the
human.
movie.
Not a human.
If you're telling me that me cranking it to Babs Bunny doesn't make me a furry, that is what I'd like to hear. So like that kind
Asterios,
of
Babs
I
Bunny is a
unfortunately
different
can't
thing.
tell you what you'd like to hear.
You're a human being. Jessica Rabbit is not. If you jerk off to an anthropomorphic lady animal, then yes.
If you've
it's
cranked
kind of
off to
furry-like.
Babs Bunny, if you've cranked off to Lola Bunny, if you've cranked off to Nala giving Simba those fuck me eyes in
I
Lion
have.
King, guess what, pal? You're
Yeah.
a furry.
I
But
jerked
they're
off.
cartoons and they're not real life.
I jerked off to the
I
entire
know,
Lion
that's
King
still
all the way
a furry.
through.
You don't get this, Asterios.
The circle.
I'm telling you,
jerk of
and you
life.
shouldn't feel bad. You've just moved to the second.
You know what?
Level. There's only two
Ascension.
levels. There's furries and don't know they're furry yet. That's it.
Asterios, when the border reopens, you should come up to Vancouver. Because I went to
You should come to Vancouver.
I went. Scott wasn't there because it was so weird. I went up to Vancouver and Scott went down to Seattle
And I went to Seattle.
simultaneously. And I went to Vancouver up in Seattle or up in Vancouver right before the border closed.
Ben purposefully
like a
pronounces
week before.
Vancouver with
No.
the word hoof in it because Adam from your movie Sucks is a horse.
Vancouver
Is a horse
is a
first.
horse.
Vancouver?
So he
No,
puts
no.
hoof in it on purpose because the
no.
horse hooves.
No, the convention is Vancouver.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it is a
Yeah, and Asterios, you would have to come up to Vancouver for Vancouver because you can no longer come up to Seattle for Rainforest because we got that shit canceled
You know
in
how-
2015.
You know how
Really? I didn't even know.
You know how I figured out that
Oh, yeah.
I was not self-centered? You know how I figured out I was not self-centered?
Oh, when you made the conversation about
Oh,
you again?
No, this is very important
Oh.
it's very important that I let everybody know how I'm not self-centered.
Okay.
I realized something recently.
Everyone, pay attention to Billy.
Yes.
Billy wants to tell us how he is not self-centered.
I agree,
Go
Ben.
ahead,
I agree,
Billy.
Ben. Yeah. So I realized
How
this.
are you not self-centered,
So
Billy?
many people have been commenting on like Laura Croft getting smaller boobies and
Isn't it Lara Croft?
Lara Croft
By the way,
getting
not to
smaller
make it about Lara
boobies.
Croft and not about you.
Yeah, and like the bunny Lola Bunny from Space Jam coming back with smaller boobies.
Oh, she's disgusting in the new one. Absolutely disgusting. No tits, cankles, weird squishy face.
Do
Get
rabbits
the fuck
have
out of
tits,
here.
though?
Yeah, they
Jessica
do.
Rabbit
the good
had
ones
tits.
do. I'll tell you what.
Jessica
She's
Rabbit had
not a
big old
rabbit.
shit. So the thing I realized, okay, I think big old stupid bazongas are fantastic, right?
Stupid.
Right.
But I knew I wasn't self-centered because I had to realize this. Kids these days, they're into smaller boobs, you know? That's the trend right
What's
now.
wrong
The
with
butts. They like the butt. They like the Kardashian butt.
The big Kardashian boobs are big, but for the most part,
Kardashian butts.
the collective now is into a smaller boob size. So while I'm looking at this like, how could you destroy my childhood? I used to jerk into these things, and now this is somebody else's childhood. They're going to be jerking to it now, and that's how I know it's not self-centered. Because if I was, I would be very angry. They're smallifying the cartoon boobs. But I'm not, because I know it's about
But
the kids.
It's just the zeitgeist.
Mollifying.
It's,
I know
it's the
yes,
current way
it's
of
about
the world.
kids. It's about the kids.
So
Did they make her ass bigger?
I don't know. Probably
No.
not.
Okay,
No,
'cause
she's
that-
nothing. She's been 1,000% desexualized, and it's disgusting.
I think we'll actually the last portion of the show tonight. I wanted your take on something. Like we instead of doing a post show or anything else, I just want your take on this thing here. We actually watched it last night on tap, so Scott has already seen it.
Oh.
And by the way, someone took me from last night on tap and put a cowboy hat and
Is
pretty
this
nice.
Is
Good
this
luck.
you, Ben?
Here's Shabisky as Pikachu also, which is
Oh my
frightening. The
God.
stuff of nightmares.
That's actually that's Asterios after he got his belly waxed. That's not even.
That's unfortunately accurate.
Fupa and everything.
Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. So there was a sheriff in West Virginia that was posting photos like boastfully about their drug busts. And
They're marijuana drug busts.
Yeah, marijuana drug busts. Like they posted this, like, look how much weed we got, y'all. You know? So they ended up getting, look at the bottom, 64,000 comments on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of them very negative. So then they posted this later that day, like, we're addressing the haters. Like, he was really butthurt. He was in the sheriff. The sheriff, you know, arguing with people in the comments. It was really bad.
If this isn't one of the lamest posts you've ever seen, I would like to see what beats it.
I can't wait to see this.
So he did a press conference live on Facebook, and it's a disaster. Here it is.
Live on TV10 Facebook.
I was disappointed in TV10.
Yeah. Oh, here he is.
Oh, shit. Why does he look like he's about to drop a mixtape?
A lot of people were saying he looks like an inbred turtle.
Turtle.
I like turtles.
In Berkeley County.
Oh, by the way, at the beginning, he sounds like Lou Gehrig addressing Yankee Stadium.
Nice.
With like the echoey microphone.
I consider myself a huge pussy.
My name is Nathan Harmon, your Berkeley County Sheriff. I wanted to do this Facebook Live to provide some clarity in the responses that I've been receiving on a particular post that displayed marijuana.
Oh, wow.
Everything he brings up, every wrong thing, bad thing that happens because of weed is a result of weed being illegal.
Oh, my
and
God.
him arresting people because of
every single one.
Literally every one of them. Zero self-awareness.
Obviously, the intent and message, I feel, have been lost and overshadowed by those that don't want the truth to come out, by those that feel that the marijuana is harmless. And this message wasn't for anyone who decides to use it recreationally in their own home.
You just said it wasn't harmless, you just said it was harmful, and now you're like, well, it's okay. You know,
well, I think
he goes back and forth this whole time, but then he's like busting people for shit.
I think jamming your dick up somebody's ass can be harmless unless it's recreational in your own home.
Purpose. As a matter of fact, I voted for the medical use.
And by the way, he also does Brett Keane levels of mispronunciation.
I love it.
Use of marijuana pilot program that has started in Berkeley County.
Marijuana pilot
I feel
program?
that there is
that where the pilots smoke weed instead of drink? This is not a good
They
idea.
are just now piloting the possibility of medical marijuana. They are like 25 fucking years.
The
behind.
very idea of it.
Yeah.
Some medicinal uses for marijuana as it pertains to different ailments.
Like boredom.
By the way, West Virginia, one of the lowest qualities of life in the entire United States.
Isn't that where the Appalachians are?
I mean, part of them. They're a mountain range, so they go through multiple
There's a lot
states.
of inbreeding there in the Appalachians, right?
I mean, I don't want to say that.
The
There's a lot of
Appalachian
people
mountain
that
people?
live around
I'm not
the-
against that.
Yeah.
I would say there is exclusively inbreeding there, and you can quote me on that. Show me someone in West Virginia who hasn't had a child with their sister, and I'll eat my hat.
There was the Mothman prophecies.
If we have any Appalachian mountain people watching right now, we're going to make a special Patreon tier just for you.
Home in the confines of your own wall, or if it's even legalized recreationally, what I concern myself with, and the reason why I felt I was voted as your Berkeley
So
County.
he just gave the statement like, I don't care if you use it at home or if it's even legalized, I don't care. But now he's about to say how fucking evil weed is and how awful it is.
But then also,
But all of the reasons he gives are because cops make it illegal.
My sheriff was to protect the public.
Cops don't make it illegal.
And keep our citizens safe.
Cops withhold the law that made it
The
illegal.
trends that I see with marijuana And
I just like how cops are. We don't write the law. We just enforce it.
Within marijuana.
Someone at the sheriff level decides what they enforce. They are an elected official. They are the top dog in their county as far as how county law enforcement
It's staggering.
goes.
I've seen the effects of drugs firsthand. I've seen it personally. It's affected my family.
So now it's shifted from marijuana to drugs.
I've seen it personally.
It's
sure
a
that
big
it's affected
It affected my family. My family's got to wait for
I'm
me to
not
come home
searching
from
out
dinner because I'm
marijuana.
beating the trash out of
And
some
many of the
people
busts,
eating pot
or
brownies.
specifically marijuana, but many of the busts that you've seen have been a direct result of either our hardworking men and women deputies or our ACE team from our citizens, our concerned citizens, in regards to drug activity. And there's not been any busts that I've been on, search warrants, traffic stops, or the like, where we've seized hard drugs, cocaine, crack, PCP, heroin, boot, meth, that hasn't had a little bit of marijuana with it.
All right, so this is the first problem that
So
legalization-
marijuana is guilty by association.
Right. So when I lived in an illegal state, I had to buy weed from people who also sold crack and other drugs. And now I buy it from a store that only sells weed.
You know what, Ben? The majority of these people they busted selling the hard drugs were also wearing pants. Let's outlaw pants.
Well, I agree. Like, I think all drugs should be legal personally, but even with his argument, I didn't want to buy weed even when I bought it illegally from people who sold other even more illegal drugs.
Not only should all drugs be legal, they should be free.
Them, I could buy them. Now I buy them here from people who only sell weed. So legalization solved this first problem that he presents here.
Or a lot of marijuana. Matter of fact, the historical 107-pound bust that we did earlier this year.
You are fucking dumb.
From Mr. Gene.
Sheriff
Also,
Nathan
was the
Hudson.
bust historical or was it historic? Or was it neither?
Dude,
idiot.
And I seen his 107-pound bust. She was really actually pushing 180.
Or what can commonly be referred to as crank. And also possessed a weapon.
Yeah.
Look across the United States as you see these active shooter situations occur.
He's going to blame mass shootings on weed now.
Yeah.
People having
Yeah.
weapons.
Not
that should
guns.
Not have weapons.
Weed.
People having weed that
Active
shouldn't have weed.
shooters. If there's one kind of person that's not active, it's a marijuana enthusiast.
Right.
That's what I said yesterday. I'm like, really? Weed and active shooter? That does not come up a lot.
The common denominator is guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems more like a gun issue than a weed issue.
Like the way we find out that these people shouldn't have guns is because they kill a bunch of people randomly.
The common Domino's eater is King Cobes and Scrappin' Steve.
Berkeley County Sheriff's
Or
Department.
Pizza Hut, not sure.
Our goal, our primary goal.
And by the way, later on in this, I don't know if we'll get to it, he says to all the people that are trolling me, and because he really, like, later on really goes hard on the trolls, and he's like, if you're trolling me and you say you're going to bring weed through my county, give me your license plate number and the make and model of your car.
We should,
and we can have a chat.
We should find everybody in his family that he was talking about drugs affecting and send their make and model and license plate in.
I'm letting everyone watching right now know he wants you to call him if you have any questions.
Is to hit this drug problem.
He
that
says
had
that
its grip on
in
Berkeley
Hey,
County
Papa,
for so
I'm
many
going to need a
years.
police escort. I'm bringing so much weed into your town. Could you escort me to the
political
buyer?
arena desensitized
How much weed?
us about
here it is.
Oh,
He
this
doesn't-
is a big one.
When he means to say desensitized, he's saying like society's desensitized to weed, but he says desynthesized. multiple
Every
times.
single time. Like
Yep.
he thinks that's what the word is.
Oh my God.
Here it is.
having weapons that should not have weapons. We here at the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department, our goal, our primary goal, is to hit this drug problem that's had its grip on Berkeley County for so many years.
It's the same. It's been the same in your county. I looked it up.
The political arena has desynthesized us about marijuana.
It's an acoustic.
This is about safer communities, saving lives, not about politics. My message isn't about recreational medicinal marijuana, and like I said earlier, I voted for it.
By the way, his county is like 98% white. I would love to see the racial incarceration rates of his county.
I'm sure it lines up exactly with the population stats.
No, probably the exact
The 2% non-white are all incarcerated.
That's right. Yeah, seriously.
There are two kinds of people in Berkeley County, white and incarcerated.
My message is about marijuana that is currently out there being laced with various substances.
Here he goes.
PCP.
There's problem number 2 solved by legalization. Here in Washington, if you buy weed from a store, it's tracked from the moment it's planted in the fucking dirt until it's sold to you at the store. They scan it, and it's reported this weed was sold to somebody.
And I've
I haven't heard of a lot of PCP laced weed from dispensaries.
This is a fear tactic.
I've gone to those dispensaries too. Like you might go to a Native American like fireworks stand, and I've been like, "Hey, you got any of those cherry bombs back there? You got any M80s back there?" They do not have anything laced. I've tried. They're like, "We have fucking
I'm with you. Like I want it. Like I get wet. Like give me some PCP.
Like fentanyl weed later on. Like he's
fentanyl weed.
Yeah. Like what the fuck is who the fuck that wants to smoke weed wants fentanyl weed?
I feel like fentanyl is doing the heavy lifting in that combo.
He also mentions kids getting killed. Later on, he mentions kids getting shot because of weed, and it's like, yeah, because of the black market that you. Create.
Ben, 98% white market, Ben.
Whereas people utilize marijuana, go behind the wheel, get on our interstates or on our county roads and get in a traffic accident.
Driving high, like driving drunk, which is also illegal.
I hope you make all the bars illegal because you have to you have to travel to a bar. Most people drive to a bar and then they drive home from it, which there's no weed bars in your state. So why don't you stop that? Because it's way more likely that someone's going to drive home drunk from a bar than smoke illegal weed and drive around in your county.
We're not saying legalize driving while super high.
No one is saying that.
Find out a way
Another bullshit.
Find out a way to tell when somebody's too high to drive, though. Because you can't just blood test somebody and be like, there's weed in your system.
He's going to say that later. He's like, 90% of crashes had like weed in their system. It's like a crazy high number, but it's like you can test positive for like 2 months after you smoke.
I had weed in my system, and all I did was put peanut butter on my balls and let a stoner chick lick it off.
A drug driving report from the U.S. Department of Transportation
Nobody
has
wants to live
evidence
in West Virginia,
most
by the way.
frequently detected in crashes with drivers. The drivers.
And this guy's county the whole county only has like 100,000 people. Like our county has like 3 million people.
And it's 98% white?
It's West Virginia.
What's that, about 98,000 white people?
Have marijuana in their system.
Scott did the math.
He fucked up on math the other night and like got me.
That's not true. You can't prove it.
It's on video. Yes, I can prove it.
I immediately, before it was out of my mouth, I corrected it.
Scott, is this true? Were you fucked up on math?
Yes. He's not really a math genius. I figured it out.
I was fucked on math.
This is your brain, Scott. This is your brain on math.
That came out in 2015 that it drastically impairs the psychomotor skills, the reactionary
skills
response of the driver.
Nobody's like, don't take your Ritalin that your doctor prescribes you and drive, or no one take your Percocet that your doctor prescribes you and don't drive.
I got prescribed ibuprofen, and the freaking person was like, the pharmacist was like, don't drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And you're like, bitch, this is Tylenol.
These things I'm concerned with.
The doctor was like, some people experience drowsiness. If you do, don't drive. And I was like, okay. But the pharmacist was like, don't drive. And I was like,
If you leave your house high and get behind the wheel, you have made a negligent decision.
Sure.
And gotten our roads and now have put our public.
That doesn't have to do. That has nothing to do with you busting all the people.
Yeah, and how
in your state.
many dumbasses are gonna get high and go for a drive with a bustable amount of weed in their
Here in
trunk that you could take photographs of?
Berkeley County alone.
It's a different story, Papa.
We've had 3 shootings. 3 shootings that stick out to me particularly.
These shootings all happen because there's a black market.
March 11th, the West Virginia State Police investigated.
It's actually a 98% white market.
Where a
I will say I made that joke 2 minutes
dealer
ago.
of marijuana.
Different joke.
Where there was 36 pounds of marijuana located in his home, was attempted to be robbed by another person.
And that would be a crime if it were legal. If it were legal for him to have 36 pounds of weed in his house, that would be robbery. And you wouldn't be like, oh, well, this is bad. It's his fault because he had marijuana in there.
He yielded a firearm, shot the person.
Is Asterios going away? Did we go?
No, Asterios is very angry.
And attempted to rob him, and now that person
He's
is deceased.
pro-prohibition.
Again, that was March 11th.
Yeah, he's
of this year.
anti-weed.
April 9th
He hates
in
weed.
Spring Mills.
Asterios says those
Vaquero
King
Drive.
Kong weeders should all be locked up.
That one particularly bothered me because now I find my deputy standing in front of a family and explaining to the family why bullets were traveling through their residence at early hours.
Yeah, they were like, sweetheart, weed is illegal because these pieces of shit make it illegal, and that's why people are shooting bullets, because in the real world, if someone ripped you off, you could call the cops, you could report them to the Better Business Bureau, you could call their manager, you could sue them, you could do anything. But when something's illegal and they rip you off, the only actual reaction is violence.
But also, that's not a weed thing.
All for the
that damn Confederate flag guy that had his Confederate flag on his porch and shot up the girl that came to try and steal his flag. She tried to rob from him. It wasn't weed. It was a Confederate flag he shot at her. It's the mindset of a person who believes property is worth life. That's all.
Of being shorted $20 worth of marijuana. Whereas that round that came through that family's home missed
there's no chance of me being shorted $20 worth of weed at the weed stores in my legal state.
Yeah, legalize it, and then the only bullets you have to deal with are the Washington bullets.
Daughters,
when you watch
legalize
rerun
it federally.
NBA basketball games.
Legalize it federally.
Billy,
so
they're wizards now.
6 inches.
Legalize it federally so there aren't people robbing these like stores full of cash too.
Legalize it.
April 12th at Motel
Capitalize it.
6, another shooting.
Motel 6
involving marijuana.
That's like
very, very near.
That's like prostitution and cocaine headquarters.
Another shooting involving marijuana. Who is buying marijuana at Motel 6 and
At
shooting
Motel
over
6. Right, there's something else, dude. Motel 6 in Toledo, there's some shit going on.
Oh yeah.
Like
if you're at Motel
weed
6,
just
you're
is just
asking
there
for it.
people are smoking
The
it.
prostitutes are out these days, right?
Yeah, right,
I was
right.
driving by the Krispy Kreme where all the bootleg hotels are, and there were so many prostitutes coming around there, and I thought to myself, if we just banned weed, these girls wouldn't sell their vagina to feed their weed habit.
To a school here in Berkeley County. You see, these are my concerns. My message is not to the recreational or the medicinal users.
How do they get their weed? They can't get the weed when you're doing what you're doing. And,
The Bolivar cartel,
And by the way, I
Benjamin.
looked it up. There's not one dispensary in the entire state. So they have to go to another state to get it. And by the way, they can't stop it coming in from, like, DC's right next to his county. It's almost like neighboring. And there's legal weed there. They can't stop it from coming in.
My message is about the criminal
That's why all the weed in his picture was all branded.
activity that brings to the table and affects the public collectively.
Let's speed it up.
Sheriff Mike Lewis from Wapacomico County, Maryland, was here just not too long ago, early part of June, and gave a 2-day course. And it was startling to hear him bring up some statistics within that 2-day training period. He's been certified as a subject matter expert in traps and drug interdiction by our federal court. I call him a personal friend, even though I only known him for a little bit.
Who cares?
I was on the phone with him just yesterday.
I don't care.
We were discussing the desensitization that the politics
Desensitization
of politics
is put on marijuana just because it's desynthesized or legalized in
desynthesized
26 other states. And the lack of importance that's put on the most current trends of laced marijuana and the effects that has.
Make it legal and hire an authority to inspect it and make sure it's not laced, and then you don't have to worry about being laced. And there's gonna be a lot less like when I was underage, I could buy weed way easier than alcohol and cigarettes. There were no like bootlegger alcohol people selling them to minors. There were no bootleg tobacco cigarette rollers selling it to minors.
You have this like utopia mindset in your head, but marijuana doesn't just grow on trees. How are we gonna make this happen?
It does grow on trees. It does literally grow on trees.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then I will need to reformulate my argument.
Yeah,
in the 70s or 80s,
I call my first takesy backsies of the episode.
we didn't have to.
And I call him
concern
Mulligan.
ourselves-
Yeah, there was no one at my high school that was like, "Hey, you want some booze? I brew it in my basement."
Oh, I had one of those.
That will make you go
His
blind.
papa
I
made
gotta go
prison
pee-pee.
wine. He was like, "You want some of this moonshine?" I'm like,
Go blind.
Seattle moonshine? What do you cut it with? They're like, "It's coffee. It's coffee. It's bathtub coffee moonshine." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll
It's
drink some."
bathtub Kahlua.
Yeah. Have you ever had moonshine, like someone's homemade brew?
I've had homebrewed beer, but no, I don't think I would ever drink someone's homemade liquor.
Moonshine? No.
I had what was I've had multiple moonshines, right? But I had what somebody explained to me as bacon moonshine at a party one night. I'm pretty sure they just tricked me into drinking fermented piss. It was terrible. It was unbearably terrible. Ugh. But that's the cool thing about moonshine. You just say it's moonshine, and I'll put it in my mouth. You'd be like, "Hey, you want some of this pink moonshine?" I was like, "That looks like a dick to me."
Nah, it's moonshine.
Yeah,
You'll
I can't
like
help
it.
I love moonshine. Speaking of West Virginia,
too much be due to the THC purity levels or CBD purity levels in the 70s or 80s, as it was 10
Now
to
he
15.
just
the
doesn't know what
CBD
he's talking
purity
about.
levels. Yeah,
Yeah, you know the CBD, which gets you super high,
which is like legal in West Virginia and everywhere. It's federally legal. They mail that shit to you.
Legal.
They mail that
Yeah.
shit, the CBD to you, the cannabinoid dystrophic they mail it to you.
15%. But what you're seeing now, what we're seeing now,
He's
is in-
complaining because weed is better now.
Some of the weed we see now, well, it's better than some of the crack you could get in the 80s. A lot of crackheads like, "I don't even need crack anymore. This weed's fantastic." And that's the problem.
Exactly.
Think of the crackheads. They're being they're being eradicated at a rapid rate because the weed is so good, Ben. Think of the crackheads that no longer want crack because the weed is so
upwards of
delicious.
purity levels of 85 to 90.
Is it on the subtitles?
No, I think what they tried.
7%.
This is 100% what happened. The people that are
it
doing
wasn't you.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened because I'm a genius and I watched it happen in real time. They fucking were trying to get rid of the echo. And when they finally they were toggling things to cut the echo, and they turned on the closed captioning. And then within turning on the closed captioning, they turned off the echo and forgot to turn off the closed captioning.
Was the closed captioning on the other night?
No, it started literally
here's the
right
thing.
before the echo
We
stopped.
watched it the other night.
Billy, what you said is 100% logical. And if I hadn't seen this yesterday all the way through with no subtitles, I would agree with you. So I don't know what the deal is.
Did I turn on the subtitles?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oops.
Majority of it being hydroponic marijuana.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he'll do this to me all the time.
Can you turn the subtitles off for us?
I don't know how to turn them off.
Are you sure you watched it last night without subtitles?
Yes.
We're going to have to go to the
86%
the record
of the
books.
homicides across
Press
the
X.
nation.
Nope. DJ Fix Soul got me.
You motherfucker.
Can't say
Look, we
didn't try.
We
Hold
get
on.
the point.
Let's see.
Confident changes behavior, Mr. President.
Maybe
Just
it
to
did
give you
stop it though.
A quick recap of the rest of it is like, yeah, he lists a bunch of dumb, like literally wrong stats for a little while, and then the entire second half of it, like he says the word haters unironically
multiple
9 or 10 times.
It's pretty amazing.
So embarrassing. He's such a fucking loser.
I've got to piss really bad. Ben, while I'm gone, could you delete System 32?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I have to go in a sec just because we are. This is our third hour.
It's late.
About to head into.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. If you got to go, then go. It's cool.
All right. Hey, I love you kids at home. You listen to the loudest podcast, okay? You find it on iTunes or Spotify. You find it on YouTube. You listen to my show. I love you kids. I'll talk to you later.
Coming in late to this episode. No time for something clever. Here's some money, sweet boys.
Thank you, sir. Or madam, or...
It's a sir.
Sir.
It's someone with a computer. It's probably a sir.
All right, let me get rid of this olive eater here. All right.
What an agent of chaos Billy is.
Yeah, like, I just walked away. I had to pee. He's like, oh, let me tell you about how the sheriff's right. I did buy booze when I was a kid. It's like, all right, okay, cool, fine. I'll never talk about anything ever again because you'll just bring up some anecdotal story from your childhood that proves that nothing I say actually matters. Thank you.
He cracked the code.
Yep. It always happens. It's always someone he knew that happened sometime that proves me wrong.
Listen, my man Skeeter, he done seen the opposite of that.
Yep. That's what happened, y'all.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't know a Skeeter.
He probably does, right?
Yeah. It seems like it feels like it.
At least a scooter.
At least a scooter. I'm almost a scooter. I'm about as close as you can get without the real thing.
Scooter. God,
I'm
dude,
diet scooter.
I wish the 5 spot would come back.
Don't. It hurts too much, Ben. Just don't bring it up. It makes me too sad. I get too sad when I think about it. I love it, and it's gone forever. It's like losing a loved one.
It's probably one of the best restaurants of its kind.
It's so fucking good, and it's dead. Worst day of my life. I think I found that out from you on this show.
Yeah.
And that I was like visibly upset for the rest of the show.
Yeah, they had
I think it ruined the show.
They had like this seasonal menu.
There's so much good shit. I had one of the best things I have ever eaten was there. The region they were doing was Tornado Alley.
Oh my God, hold on. What is this?
What?
A ray of hope.
Don't you fuck around with me. We should be
Early
making
in the
a decision.
summer.
Okay.
It says temporarily
That's
closed
something.
on Google.
It's back.
That's something.
Dude, it went from like we're done to like maybe.
I figured it would come back after COVID. I figured. Look, here's the one thing I know about 5 Spot. It is beloved. It is beloved.
Yeah.
That's a Seattle.
Absolutely.
I want it back
Seattle
so hard.
tradition. It's
an institution.
It was in the heart of Queen Anne, one of the richest neighborhoods. That's not
Top
the
of the
richest
hill.
neighborhood. It's the top of the hill.
Yeah, with 3 big radio antenna towers at the top of the
those
hill.
are to broadcast the Illuminati.
Yeah, to the rest of the city.
Illuminati. Has anybody been watching the Loki show on Marvel?
I have not.
It's cute.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Why don't you love things?
Billy's a simp to Disney and all the big production
Absolutely
companies.
don't give a fuck.
It's great. It's Tom
for
Hiddleston's
babies.
cute.
I mean, like, I know you're not a Star
Baby
Wars
show
fan
babies.
overall, but Billy was simping out to even the worst of the Star Wars.
No, not the worst.
No, that's for babies too.
No, I called the worst what it was. The
No,
worst
you
was
were
bad.
like, if the next movie doesn't do exactly what I think it should do, then this is not the worst movie. Right?
No, I just said if the next. Well, here's one thing that came out. J.J. Abrams said if we were to do it all again, maybe we should have had a point.
I know you know that now,
And
but that's
I-
not
yeah,
what you were
that- I mean,
arguing
that's like-
before.
Maybe they should have.
The Last Jedi was putting seeds in for like a great payoff.
But your
It was-
idea,
it was
No,
good.
but The Last Jedi was also bad.
It wasn't bad.
Like
Hold
it
on.
was just different bad.
Give your pitch from the Last Jedi. Like,
What about it?
you had like an idea.
Yeah, they were putting it in a way that Rey and Kylo Ren were having to kill their masters. They were having to kill the ideas of the past to come together and not light side, not dark side, because the previous two trilogies ended with a skew towards the light side and then a skew towards the dark side. And we saw that, and this trilogy would have rhymed that by ending to the gray, down the middle. And it would have been the Jedi abandoning the religion of the Sith and the religion of the Jedi, and giving the power of the Force the back to the people, the gray, without any politics or allegiance, no religious zealotry. And that would have that they were putting pieces into play there. They were turning the old, breaking away from the old, and then I didn't realize at the time is they had no plans to follow through with any of it, and they just made a shit fest in the third film. And I was like, oh well, that kind of sucks because we had all these bricks laid, and none of them paid off. The ones that did pay off was that Ren and Rey did work together.
This is an example of Billy coming up with an idea with no basis in reality and falling in love with his own idea.
There's tons of basis in reality. All the bricks were laid. Wasn't my fault.
No one else was saying this.
No one else, because no one else is
I
a
mean,
genius.
it sounds.
It
sounds.
Yes.
That's
you.
the one. That's the one.
Many
It
geniuses
sounds
were
better
saying
than
that.
what they did, but it would still be dog shit.
Well, I mean, it's Star Wars, right? So you're going to say that about any Star Wars.
No one else is a genius.
No, I don't have an intrinsic bias. I've just seen 9 movies and they're all bad. Like
Exactly,
if they,
yeah,
I don't know,
exactly.
first 3, the first 3 are like, well, the first 2-ish are like fine movies, and then the rest are like some of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've seen a lot of movies.
You know,
so if they make a 10th one and it's good, great.
The first movie I ever saw in the theater is the third one that they ever made. So I kind of have like a soft spot for that. So like my top 2 are the second one and the third one. Like the first one's.
See, that's the thing. I don't have a soft spot for anything in my childhood because I was kept in a cage until age 17. So I have no nostalgia for anything. I have no allegiances, no alliances. Everything is just at face value.
No wonder you're a cat boy.
That's why he was in the cage.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't deserved.
He went
I'm just
around
saying that's
biting
what
people.
happened.
All right.
I was bitey.
I am going to end this stream, and then I'm going to jump into General VC in the Drunken Peasants Discord.
Viet Cong?
I'll talk
Yeah.
to you as long as I can tolerate you. So join the Discord. There's a link in the description.
Go with the VC, y'all. Scott, anything you want to say to the kids?
Hey, sure. Much like Asterios, listen to my show or I'll fucking get you. It's called The Worst Year of Our Lives, and it's a podcast, and it's on all the podcast places. You think of it, it's fucking there. But don't think of a weird one because it's not there. And send me some money at paypal.me/NotScottHenson like Brian Boyd just did because he's a good boy.
He's a wonderful boy.
That's
Good
a
night.
sweet Boyd.
Is a sweet boy.
Oh, no!
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants.